Warning. This show contains content intended for adult audiences. The language is crass at best and downright insulting most of the time. This is all made for the sake of comedy and poor sophomoric taste. The skits are parodies, and any similarity to real people or stories is purely coincidental. Any insults hurled at any one human is made in jest. We're just covering our bases for when one of you skins your knee on an internet insult. We love you. Again, this is all a joke, whether you laugh or not. Not just the show, but this waking existence. The great cosmic giggle. Try not to take it seriously.
15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. We have a liftoff. Liftoff on Apollo.
Now, I'm sure that most of you know the old story about the astronaut who went far out into space and was asked on his return whether he had been to heaven and seen God. And he said yes, he said yes, he said yes.
Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, non-binaries, and sentient artificial intelligence. Join us on this journey to find the others. Because no matter where we find ourselves in this multiverse, the act of existing is all too familiar.
Guys? Is anybody out there? Hello?
The mushroom has a tremendous problem-solving ability.
Herb is a plant. Herbs are good for everything.
As we look across this great expanse and stare at the stars, we can't help but be reminded these lights, though we're seeing them all at the same time, happen across a multi-billion-year delta. Some of those fires burned millions of years ago, some billions, but all of them happened so we could experience them in this one singular moment.
They called us scouts. They called us seekers. They called us Hoosier. But we were destined to question everything.
I don't know about you, but as for me, the question has already been answered. Should we be here? Yes.
It's the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Question all the things that you know. Steve likes the weed. Steve likes the weed. Tell you about DMT. The DMT. Hoosier Sophisticate Show. The Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Hoosiers with the dream. Sophisticated blasphemy. It's the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Question all the things that you know. So let's set our minds free for the singularity. It's the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. The Hoosier Sophisticate Show.
Join us and start your day with a gentle meditation from Hoosier Sophisticate. Let us all remember, we are only as good as our last breath.
Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Take a moment to settle into your body. As you rest in this peaceful state, let your mind drift as you listen to my words. Take a moment to think of 3 clear intentions that you want for your future life. Take another inhale through the nose and a slow exhale out of the mouth. Be clear on these 3 intentions as we move throughout this meditation and your mind starts to drift off. Focus on the air and the flow of your breath. Let the flow of your breath rise and fall, noticing any tension in your body and allowing that to melt away. As we start to go deeper into this meditation, focus on your breathing. We're going to take a moment to visualize a beautiful bright light in between your eyebrows, your mind's eye. Allow this beautiful, bright, warm light to expand out, allowing it to grow bigger. Visualize it filling up the room, this beautiful, warm, bright light streaming out of your third eye. Take a moment now to think of those 3 intentions. Allow them to come in and immerse and lay down into your subconscious mind. Just explore this feeling. Explore these intentions as they start to become clearer for you. Notice what you're experiencing. Allow these intentions to come through this beautiful bright light. Let them embed into your subconscious. To help you manifest these goals into the future, your mind has to arrive there first. Allow them to settle deep into your subconscious mind so you are clear in the direction of where you are going. Take a moment now to visualize the feeling of these goals being manifested in your life. Allow yourself to sit in the space, this immense gratitude. These incredible goals are unfolding. Exploring this future, what sensations are coming up? Is your skin tingling as you feel this warm, bright light? When you've basked in the glory of achieving these goals, allow the beautiful, bright light to gently start to come towards the body. And as this warm, bright light is coming back into your third eye, remind yourself that you are empowered to achieve anything in this life. The beautiful bright light is getting smaller and smaller, and now closing over. Just be reassured that these intentions are within you. Take a moment now to take a deep breath and slowly exhale out of your mouth. Feel your feet on the floor. Wiggle your toes. And with a gentle smile, whenever you are ready, open up your eyes. Good morning, Hoosier Sophisticate town. What's up, buddy bear? You out of it a little bit today? I'm no coffee? Get a cup. I got enough coffee. I got enough coffee for the two of us, bud. All right. Well, I
don't know if it does it. I'm trying to go without coffee. I do feel a little bit more tired
than normal.
I didn't go to bed till like midnight the last night.
I saw you fucking hacking your plants up like you were fucking Leatherface. What's going on, bud? What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just fucking hacking them up. Someone stop me. I'm gonna keep doing shit to them.
It was great because I'm sitting there watching it and I'm seeing all these people like, no,
I'm like, yep.
No, don't cut it.
What do they know?
They don't know anything. They've only grown a lot more plants than you and way better weed than you.
What do they know?
What the fuck do those idiots know?
They know cockall.
Not a fucking thing, bud.
Guys, my neck hurts.
What's up with that? Ooh-wee.
I don't know, dude.
Did you sleep on it weird?
Well, it was hurting
yesterday. Or were you
yesterday.
headbanging? You fucking headbanging yesterday?
It's probably for me walking around like this all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's good for you.
Oh, yeah, someone likes something of mine. Oh, value.
This makes me feel like I'm worth something. I'm worth something. Some internet stranger clicked a button that was a mindless click on their behalf, too.
You, man. Nice hat.
Yeah, fucking, what's up? Que paso, cholo?
So I'm not gonna.
We
be
sell
much
hats.
Good, yeah.
How are the plants? Blunt Man to Kill has a little laughy face.
They got like a leaf and a half left after last night.
Good morning. Just fucking Edward Scissorhands. Just fucking.
So I have a poodle. I have a velociraptor shape.
Oh, nice.
I've shaped
you trimmed your cannabis into art. Good deal.
And the other one.
The other
one's a plug.
Good morning, sexy Hoosiers. Herfy loves it. Wake and bake.
I don't have any weed today either. Dun, dun,
There's some
dun.
edible. There's some peach edibles over there if you want to eat the rest of those.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's not my gig, you know. I'm just here to help you out. If you got a coffee cup, I've got enough coffee for you to have some coffee. You got a coffee cup?
You got sugar?
Buddy, I'm creamed up.
You ain't creamed up enough for me.
I'm probably not creamed up enough for you, but it's time you get a little hair on your pee-pee, buddy.
I don't want hair on my pee-pee. That's gross.
Yuck.
Hair on my pee-pee. I don't have hair on my head. I don't want hair on my pee-pee.
There you go. Try it
Oh,
out.
I did jizz in this yesterday. I didn't clean it.
You're the one drinking it. I don't care.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, bud. I got you.
Sprout.
Yeah, see, look at all the little hairs poking up on Stevie's little pecker.
Why is there so much hair on my actual shaft? Guys, welcome to the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. Thank you for joining us this morning. It is 7:17 a.m.
7:17 a.m. with the check-in on the morning show.
You know where I was going with
I
that.
do, yeah.
Traffic is dog shit on Mackenzie right now. People need to get their shit together. I don't quite know what's going on with them. They fucking... Oh, we're going into Merle with the chopper. On the chopper, Merle. That's you. No, you do, Merle.
Hey, Steve, this is Merle flying around here. Every time I see how bad the traffic is, I wonder why people even bother waking up with their life.
We do have a...
There's a 12-car pileup, and looks like they're just going to let that one burn.
What do they call that? We got a 50 cal mounted on the side of the...
We got a rail gun on the side of the...
Traffic's cleared now.
That 12-car pileup is disintegrated.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Do you guys have gummies on the shelf yet?
We have... Yes. Yes.
Do you have
the
our-
D8 gummies? Yes. Yes.
They're not on the shelf.
Not on the shelf, but
They're not on the shelf. They're on a table.
We got them for
I
sale.
don't know how much to sell them for.
I do.
How much?
It's hang on, I got it from Jason. Hang on.
What Jason's sending you this?
I had to ask him, bud.
Oh, you somebody buy some?
No, I bought some.
Oh, dang, dude. Okay,
Big
sorry.
wheel.
Sorry.
25 and 45.
For what?
Like 45 gets you 20 of them, and 25 gets you 10 of them. I think is the deal.
$25 for 10 gummies.
Mhm.
D8. What are they? 25 milligrams.
25 milligram. It's not a bad deal.
250 milligrams.
Hmm?
For
$25.
$25. Is that a good deal?
I think so. Yeah. Fuck.
What are edibles going for these days?
I don't know, but I'll tell you this: I ate 100 milligrams of Delta 8 THC and got fucking off my tits. It's hard to pay for pay that much little for a bus.
I don't know. I don't know if the Delta 8. I don't know if
It gets me, bud. But I mean, I've seen you eat fucking 1,200 milligrams of
I don't
RSO.
know.
Like, what
I
do you
don't know.
fucking? What do you want? What do you want? What do you?
I don't know.
Hey, while we're talking about weed, you want to keep talking about weed?
Okay.
All right, cool.
I love weed. Man.
I like the weed, man.
I
Well,
love weed. What is it?
well, this is our friend Joni Harshman Law Firm.
She sent that to me last night because I had a camera woman in the garden.
Probably, because I don't even know why you allow camera women in the garden, bud.
I mean, a camera.
It's a man's job.
Good point.
Yeah, what are you doing? No
Good
wonder
point.
you're fucking clipping leaves and shit willy nilly.
Clip a bush.
Clipping the bush.
Women shaving their bush since the 90s.
Let me pull this up here, Bubba. Let me pull this up here, Bubba.
Call me fucking Bubba.
Bubba.
Like I'm a fucking child.
Like you're a little fucking guy.
I like the Delta 8 gummies.
I love them.
That's a good deal, they said.
I freaking love them, bud. I really do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You love them. Why don't you fucking marry them, bud?
There you go. There you go, Tiffany. I
Why don't you
fucking will,
marry 'em?
pal.
Why don't you marry them?
I will.
I'll go get a pack.
I will. I just married this year. Is bigamy okay in this town? Because I'll do it. I'll fucking
No,
do it.
you got to get divorced.
Don't you ever threaten
Get
me.
divorced.
All right, guys. We talk about cannabis.
Divorced live
And
on
you
air.
asked.
Our next publicity stunt. We're
That's not
both
bad.
going to get divorces.
How many people would tune in for that?
Yeah, more.
Be a bunch of thirsty Indian guys fucking in our wives'
Hey.
fucking inbox. They're
Yeah, in
like just
our
waiting,
inbox.
just waiting for the fucking the ink to dry on the paper, watching the screen.
Or thirsty Indian women all over us. You know what I'm saying?
Naturally, it's their natural inclination. I mean, it's
Thirsty.
we're gonna take all the shots we can today.
Yeah,
bud. Shooters are
like
shooting
the
today,
Indians.
pal. We're gonna shoot it.
Hey, I got a bunch of Greek information.
You got a bunch of Greek information?
Yep.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. Joni Harshman Law Firm. She's been helping out a lot of cannabis people in court,
Yep.
and a bunch of the. Let's just be honest with you, fuckery. All right, I'm gonna say it. There's still people.
Craig.
There's still people potentially facing fucking decades in prison for a plant that the state is boasting about fucking.
Yeah, well, you know what? If they didn't want to go to jail, they shouldn't have done anything wrong. But they didn't want to go to jail. They don't want to do anything wrong.
Anyway, I want to guide everybody if you'd like. If you want something that's handy, if you're a Missouri patient,
Want a handy?
you're curious about home cultivation.
Is that what they're doing at that?
Harshman Law Firm has released kind of an infographic, if you will, a cultivation infographic that just kind of makes it real easy for you. Makes it real easy for you to see exactly what you're allowed to do. I had people text me last night saying, "Do they both have their cards?
Oh, really?
Do they both?" I'm like, yeah, they both have their yes.
Except I have to be her
Caregiver. It's
caregiver.
fine. It's fine.
I'm not that yet. So. I don't care. I
Why?
don't fucking care.
Why?
I didn't know until now. I'm figuring it out now. I am learning this new system, okay? I don't speak fucking law speak like these dick fuckers do, okay? Thank you, lawyer, for helping us with this. But if you guys write another thing that no one on earth can understand but you cocksuckers, save it. Save your shit. There's a new fucking rec bill out right now. And they're like, the justification of Clause A entering into an agreement with B on Section 72.
All of that shit can get fucked when it comes to this. We are talking about an innocuous fucking plant that has proved to be medicine time and time again. I don't care if I'll fucking show the neighborhood my fucking garden. I can go live on fucking Facebook with it, but I can't teach someone else who I'm close to. These fucking coaches out here can't get in there and teach these people how to fucking grow medicine because it's fucking medicine. If I fuck this grow up, I am fucked.
You're without
with
medicine.
my life.
You're without
my life
medicine.
is fucked. So let's take it to Fraker. Hey, Lyndall Fraker, here's my dick. Here's my balls. Lindy and Frakesy. Interview him. I'm done with that shit, man. We're fucking,
I just don't want you to get in trouble, bud. That's all.
That's fine.
I just don't want you to get in trouble. That's all. I'm just worried about. I just love you. That's all. That's all. Guys, I posted this infographic on our Discord server and several different channels. You could just learn to read, Steve.
Who the fuck said that?
Ooh, STL Mike. STL Mike.
Read this, you fucking butthole. Read this. Read my lips, you fucking butthole.
All right, so I want to go through this just a little bit, and whether you're here for it or not, I don't care.
I ain't got time to read that whole.
I don't
fucking
care.
thing.
It's real
I
easy.
don't.
That's what's easy about this. What we have.
I mean, I do, but I just don't.
We've got the rules of cultivation, which we've talked about many times. You can have 6 in clone or seedling, 6 in mature non-flowering, and 6
I got 8
in
going right now.
mature.
So what am I gonna do? I can't flower
6
them
in
all
mature
together?
flower. Yeah, that's the old deal. Is you just got to keep them.
But what if some of them are male? What am I supposed to fucking do then?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to start the fuck over with medicine?
Yep.
Well, I could go down to the dispensary and pay $67 fucking dollars an eighth, because we all know pounds of marijuana cost $8,500 fucking dollars when you extrapolate it out at $67 an eighth. My guy in fucking college. We used to. I didn't do that to people I hated in college.
I know.
I hated this person, and I would sell them like a 60 gram.
Well, the market kept you honest.
$60 3 gram eighth. You know, fuck
Yeah,
them over
pen,
with
little
it.
sticky fingers.
Fuck, I'm
You little sticky fingers.
Fuck
on it?
yeah, dude! You come over here and fuck with me? No, it's my rules here, grandma. And so yeah, I fucked my grandma with weed. Whatever. What's this?
Get all the documents in front of you. This is how you read legal jargon. You get all the documents in front of you, you organize them by date, and then you yeet them out the window.
STL Mike.
He's on one this morning.
That fucked me up because I hate the word yeet.
But
I'm with that
but you're
plan.
trying to yeet it out the
I'm
window.
with that fucking
I'm with
plan
over
right there.
1,000 comments on that post.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's great. That's fucking great, guys. That's fucking great.
Rules of cultivation.
So great.
Patients can cultivate for themselves, or caregivers can cultivate on behalf of the patients. Well, we all know this. Licensed caregiver cultivators may also be a licensed patient cultivator for their own plants. So here's the rules as put out by the health.mo.gov, okay, by the health department. Rules of shared cultivation. Total plants, 36. You can have 12 clones or seedlings, 12 mature non-flowering, 12 mature flowering. Okay. Total plants, 30. What is it? What's going on? 2 licensed cultivators may share one space. I'm not exactly certain what is the difference between.
There's no difference between all those. I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
Okay. Now, up to 3 cultivation licenses can share a space. Total plants, 54. You can have 18 in each stage. I'm still not 100% sure.
And we don't want to.
So now, what this doesn't clarify, and this is something that I just love how the health department just acts like they're doing me a fucking favor.
Yeah, they can fuck right off.
Like, okay,
That's how you do
look,
me a favor.
I appreciate the graphic, except I feel like I got to be Stephen Hawking to read it.
Well, why are these the same
They're all the
picture?
same.
Am I taking a clipping from that and like carrying it around with me? Like, oh God, 36 plants. Because Lord knows if we have 37, the world will erupt into absolute chaos. There will be drugs on every street corner. Your mom out there smoking some fucking weed, sucking fucking some random guy's wiener on the street. You look around, you see it. Oh, who's that? Your granddad getting blasted in the ass for a dime bag. That's what the world's gonna fucking turn into.
Listen, here's the thing. There have been people talking about, so 54 plants, that's 18, so that's 3 times, right? Now, I have heard DHSS from the mouth of Babe, from the mouth of DHSS themselves. They said that you can cultivate 3. You can cultivate for 3 patients, and as long as you're cultivating for yourself, it has to be in a separate facility, meaning you could have 4 grows. This says no such thing. At the bottom of this, it says up to 3 cultivation licenses can share a space. Okay. One of the 3 must be a caregiver that is also cultivating for themselves. So that is unnecessarily vague. This is all through medicalmarijuana.mo.gov. So, okay.
Licensed cultivators may share one space.
Okay, now here's the deal.
Here is what we consider space. Fuck you.
So basically, 3 people, all with licenses, can have 6 plants in each phase. Correct. That's how I would understand it, but that would mean yes. But no, that's not, because you can have, if you can cultivate for 3 people, right? I can cultivate for 3 people. And another cultivator, because they're saying up to 3 cultivation licenses can share a space. They can cultivate for 3 people.
That's
54 plus 54 plus
yourself.
54. Okay, fine. 52 plus 50, or 53 plus 53 plus 53. Right?
Well,
Am I wrong?
No, you're right on the plant counts. I'm just saying, when you say you can caregive for 3 people, you can caregive for yourself and 2 more.
This is what this was the understanding we were all operating on for about a year, until about 6 months ago, when the department said you can cultivate for 3 and plus yourself, as long as the 4th one was in a separate space.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck?
Here's what they need to do. Put this in the plan. Fucking make this a little fucking amendment. You can grow as much as you want and you can gift as much as you want. Okay. Problem solved. Problem solved. You can grow as much as you want and you can gift as much as you want. Steve rules. Steve rules are in effect.
Doyle rules. We can call them the
Can I
Doyle
do that?
rules. Sure, if you want.
Steve rules are in effect.
But
If
even
anybody
this,
gets caught with a million plants,
looking
come
at
call
this
me.
graphic, right? All right, so the rules of shared cultivation, like, that still isn't in line. They are now putting a different. If 2 cultivators or 3 cultivators want to share a space. Okay, this is from the Mo Medical. Yeah, what do you need there?
So it's got.
Oh, okay. So we got a legend at the top here. Let's look at the legend for the people, because maybe that's the difference here. So you got a patient cultivator, a caregiver cultivator, or a patient caregiver cultivator.
It doesn't have to be this.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. So here's what I'm saying. The problem here is that are they saying that each person? See, it says total plants 54. That's a farce. That's a farce. It's 54 per cultivator, per cultivation license. That's what that is the fucking gray area we need you to put on paper, Mo DHSS. I don't need you to tell me the simplest, dumbest shit. I'm asking you, if I have 3 people that want to provide medicine, if I have 3 people that want to grow medicine to provide for patients because you have decided to prohibit the market from making affordable medicine.
You did
if
that.
I'm trying to do that, and I can grow 54 plants because I'm growing for 3 patients, whether it's for me and 2 others, whatever. No, let's put that aside. I don't give a fuck about that. You tell me I can cultivate for 54 people. Okay?
54 people?
I'm sorry, 54 plants, right? 54 plants. And you say that that's what I can do with my cultivation license. And you say that up to 3 cultivation license can share a space. Why can't I have 162 fucking plants in a room? Well, that's what you're. So it's this. Hey, Mr. Cultivator, who is trying to provide affordable medicine for people because we have chosen to make the market unnecessarily expensive because we only granted so many licenses and have only approved so many licenses for operation. Hey, Mr. Cultivator, you can either grow your entire plant allotment in your own space that you are covering all the costs for, or you can share a space with the cultivator, but you can only grow really for one person. Because that's what they're saying here. They're saying you can only have 54 fucking plants, unless they're saying each one of these setups gets 54 plants. But that is not how I read this at all.
No, I don't read it like that either. No, I just, what's the legend again? Go to the.
Yeah, I'll go to the legend. Here we go.
So this guy.
He's just a regular patient growing for himself. This person's just a caregiver growing for someone else. And this person is a patient and a caregiver.
So go back down.
It shows the same goddamn thing. The only thing is your plant count is changing a little bit. You got 12 on the patient cultivator, 12, 12, 12, 6, 6, 6 for just the patient cultivator. I'm sorry, patient caregiver cultivator. What? Guys, here's the deal. The rules say that you get to grow this many plants with your cultivation license. Why? I should be able to grow in a goddamn warehouse as long as I'm within, as long as me and as long as there's a license representing all of the plants being cultivated. That's it.
And a one-time license. I don't want to fucking come back every fucking year to pay you guys to put out dog shit like this. This is ridiculous. What about if you go see another doctor?
The math doesn't shake out, though. That's what I'm getting at. 54 plants is what you are allowed to grow if you're a caregiver for 3 people. This is what I'm trying to simplify. This is what I'm trying to make sense.
Well, then
you are a patient cultivator. You are taking care of yourself, 18 plants, plus 2 other people, 18 for each one. That's 54. Yes? Okay. 54. There's your 3. That's one fucking cultivator. One. Now, they're saying I get to have 2 other people that get to do the same thing, which means I get to have 50 plus 50 plus 50 is 150. 4 times 3 is 12. 162 fucking plants in the same space. Because each one of those licenses represents 54 fucking plants.
Well, that's going to compete with the big guys
Fuck
who got
them.
the fucking licenses and put in all the money for their luxury dispensaries. You stupid fool.
Yes, Mike. If you have a total of 3 people, either including yourself or just 3 people, you can have 54 plants. To yourself, you are allowed 18. 6 in 6 in clone seedling, 6 in mature non-flowering, 6 in mature flowering.
They do 14 inches is the cutoff.
14 inches is the cutoff for the mature non-flowering, right?
Yes. Here's the deal. What about if I go get another doctor's recommendation? Does that allow me to grow more?
It does not allow you to grow more. It allows you to have more.
Okay.
So, which is great. It's necessary for people that are on cancer protocols and they're needing fucking concentrates, they're needing RSO. The way that math shakes out, because I believe the way they do that math is 1 gram of concentrate is 7 grams of flour. Is that right?
1 gram is 3.5.
Oh, it's an eighth of flour.
I think so.
Okay. All right. So you could be at any given time a patient cultivator.
It's a unit.
Yeah.
They are calling them units.
Yeah. At any given time, a patient cultivator can have up to a half pound on them, right, to transport. You're not supposed to have more than. You can have 2 months supply. A month's supply is a quarter pound, correct?
Month supply is.
I'm just talking about when you're out and about, when you're in the wild. We've been talking about this for 3 years, and I swear to God, I have less information about the program than when I started. I've been talking about this shit fucking for longer than 3 years. Longer than 3 years, because there was a year and a half leading up to us passing this legislation, and DHSS just makes this more and more fucking useless.
It just pisses
Anyway,
me off.
I wanted to show people kind of what they were saying, but the graphic just ain't that deep, bud. And what they're saying is talking out of 2 sides of their ass. What they're saying is, hey, you want to share in the cost of having a grow facility with other cultivators? Cool. Each of you can only grow for one person.
Hey, guess what? You motherfuckers were wrong about weed the whole time. You guys were wrong. You guys in the government, you were dead fucking wrong. Now is the time where you get out of my way, because for years you've been trying to lock me up because of this, and now you're gonna sit here and give me rules on what I can and can't do?
Yep.
Like, yeah, you were right. You were right all along about what we were doing, but actually, I see what you were saying, but I'm still going to control everything you do. Everything you do,
Yep.
I still have control over it.
Yep.
I was completely wrong about this,
Yep.
but now I can't trust you.
Best I can do is tell you were right.
Yeah, and still take full, total, utter control over every fucking aspect of your life. I hate it. I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it.
I hate it. Why
Get
am I
'em,
on
bud.
Bing? Why am I on Bing?
Get him, bud.
Always
you're
on
a
Bing.
binger.
Always on Bing with this stuff.
You're a binger, bud.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the way DHSS has run it. That magazine article that came out last time, in Grown In. What was it? Grown In, the one we went over. Fraker talking about the free market.
Thank you to grownin.com for that, by the way.
It's just complete
asking the
dog
questions.
shit.
So that I'm sure what you're saying here, the only thing you're basing this on is how many people have paid you for the right to medicate themselves, because that's really what it comes down to. Is they're basing how many dispensaries, how many licenses, how many Missourians get to share in this cut of the economic pie. Because let's be honest, simple fucking idiot farm boy Missourians have no idea how to grow cannabis without consultants from the West Coast.
No doubt.
No
doubt.
Nobody knows how to grow a plant until some fucking suit from NorCal fucking tells them how to grow a fucking plant.
There was no weed here before Immaculate Conception. That was the whole thing. So when DHSS said, hey, cannabis is legal now, when the state said that, that's when we finally got weed. I wonder what the first bag of weed in Missouri was. You know, like, who was the first cultivator to finally grow the
It was
first,
hundreds of years ago.
No.
Oh,
it was
okay.
when DHS said.
Oh, it was.
There was no weed
It was
here.
2018?
Yeah, there was no weed in Missouri.
It was actually 2019 whenever people could start getting their licenses.
Yeah, so wild, man. It's wild stuff because we never had weed here before. Thank you. Okay, so we all know medical marijuana is slowing the opioid epidemic, you know. You can read, you find fucking a million articles about how marijuana is helping people get off opioids. And I just love that DHSS's website, right by the medical cannabis tab, it has this opioid thing. And do you think it says anything about cannabis?
Of course not.
Medicinal marijuana. Do you think it says anything on their website when they are right fucking next to each other on their page? Do they say anything about any of that? No, they do not. They are inept. It's not the system that we need to get us into the future. We need to change this. This is fucking ridiculous. The people in charge of this, old bow tie, says he does not think cannabis is a medicine. The guy helping run this thing, it says cannabis isn't a medicine, man.
Does not believe it.
How fucking dare you?
Does
How
not.
dare you say that shit? Come here. Come to one of our events.
I'll bring you to
event.
someone that's using
Say that
cannabis as a
shit.
medicine.
Say that shit to their face, you
Yep.
piece of garbage.
What-
God dang, man.
What, Alan? What could you possibly have
What,
to add?
Alan? What do you have for us, dude?
Ooh, squirt.
What do you say, squirt?
What?
What do you say? Something about squirting?
Boy howdy. It's a good thing getting punched in the beanbag makes me jizz now. DHSS has been edging me for 2 years, and now it's Skunk City, baby. Ooh, squirt.
Alan, you're disgusting.
Ooh, squirt.
Ooh, squirt. It's a good thing getting punched in a beanbag makes me jizz now. Alan, you're a sicko, bud.
I'm just telling you. Did you see the wreck come out yesterday? There's a wreck.
I have the details on it if we would like to go over it a little bit.
You have the details?
I have the details!
What did it say? Was it the one we saw before?
This is a different one.
I did see something in there that said something about acid.
This is a different one. This is let me see if I can pull it up.
You need a guy to tell you a cum joke. That's me. You need a guy to fucking read you legalese. not this guy. Not this guy.
I think there's one
logical.
I think it's being filed this week. This is a group that's
Please
also.
tell me it's Mocan Trade.
It's not.
Come on, man.
It's also.
Did they just change their name? Did all of the
No,
fucking entities
no,
just
I don't
change
think
their
so.
fucking name?
This is also a group that is
Sorry,
trying
I'm
to. This is the. This one was from the Crossing Paths PAC, Political Action Committee, and I think that they are also working towards psychedelic decriminalization as well. So I know that. Hang on a second. I think I might even have it in the. I might have to dig it up in the annals here. I probably have it in my email. I know that they're working on a little bit more robust economic model. Where I know when talking to the people, to some of the people that were working with it, they were trying to. They actually, one of the things was allowing small businesses to capitalize on it that already exist. So Riverport would be able to sell manufactured goods. Like this is also some bars or something like where you're out in a district or whatever and you don't feel like drinking, you can buy a little brownie, 50 milligram brownie or something like that. Buy
a little pre-roll from behind the bar like I do with $9 packs of cigarettes back in the day.
Ain't that the truth, bud? Ain't that the truth,
Stupid
pal?
idiot.
I
could be a millionaire right now. It's so dumb.
Dude, there was a guy that he started a little like food cart in downtown Springfield.
Dude, I was gonna sell pizza slices around
Buddy,
the slew.
he started doing hot dogs. That kind of graduated into him also doing like Philly cheesesteaks. But $9 packs of smokes. He had cartons of smokes.
You can't do that though, can you?
Probably not.
That's what they kill black people for.
For real, yeah. You selling singles, dude?
Jesus Christ.
But that guy would. I don't know if maybe he had a license, but he was selling them for $9-10 fucking bucks.
Seems like a lot.
You're hammered at the bar at 12:30 out of smokes.
I'll pay
I've been buying fucking $12 shots.
I will take whatever money I
don't
have
care.
left.
Give me a smoke, bud. Give me a fucking smoke. I thought the guy, dude, I'm telling you, within just a couple of years, that guy had 4 carts. Springfield ain't even that big, but he had one on every corner. He was just raking cash.
Between Laclede's and what was that other bar there by Slough? Humphreys.
Yeah.
Humphreys and Laclede's. I was like, dude, if someone put some sort of
you'd kill.
Just pizza slices.
It does not. It doesn't
Just
matter.
shitty pizza slices for $5.
My favorite.
40 bones of pizza, dude.
My favorite
Getting 40
burger
bones of pizza,
in Missouri is a little joint in Springfield. It used to be called Whistler's. Now they call it Sliders. But there's nobody in this joint for forever, right? 12 o'clock, like right about an hour and a half before bars start closing, and then about an hour after, there's a line wrapped around the block for this joint. And you know what? You're going to wait for 30 fucking minutes to get your hands on that fucking little fucking burger. It's goddamn delicious. It's a fucking sweet gig. It's a sweet gig. I can't find the damn thing. We're going to have to...
Well, there is. I'm sure there'll be a couple that come out, right?
Listen, this is a different group than who put together 128. 128 was put forth by the New Approach people, which is a nationwide...
Newer Approach is what they were calling themselves now.
It went from New Approach Mo to just New Approach. I think.
Fuck it. Approaching Mo newly.
Yeah, Missourians for a new approach.
That's what it was.
Missourians for a new approach.
Jackasses, dude. I hate everyone. I fucking...
Seriously though, yeet the lot of them, start afresh.
Herpy.
Squirt. Ooh, squirt.
Ooh, squirt. Everybody likes ooh, squirt.
You got them, Alan. They dig it,
Good job, Alan. Good job, buddy.
Ooh, squirt. How is Delta 8 harvested? Is that a particular strain that grows it, or is that present in all cannabis, and is there a process to extract it? Literally have no clue. As far as I know, and I'm no cannabis scientist, we've got enough people. Kush Coach would probably be able to answer this better. It is a cannabinoid that you can find in the hemp plant. I think it takes a lot of flower in order to extract enough of it that you're getting the levels. But you know what? There are so many people better suited to answer that question than I. So I'm not going to attempt to go at it. But it's not a particular strain, or as the weed smarts would say, cultivar.
Here's
a question.
In a 95 study, Mechoulam took Delta 8. He singled it out and administered Delta 8 to children with cancer. He was able to completely prevent 480 kids, every single one, bud, that was going through chemo treatments with cancer. He was able to curb every single patient's nausea.
With Delta 8?
With Delta 8.
Wow.
The Delta 8 was administered in the form of an edible oil, 18 milligrams every 6 hours.
Speaking of which.
The side effects were negligible. One drawback for recreational users, but potential benefit for patients, is that Delta 8 THC is a more potent appetite stimulant than Delta 9.
Really?
So what Delta 8 is just a different cannabinoid inside. It's the fourth most potent cannabinoid in the plant.
Most prevalent, like you got THC, CBD, CBG, and then Delta 8.
Yes.
Is that the deal? And then you've got your CBNs, and which CBN is like
CBG,
that comes like from a plant that's kind of gone long.
I don't know if it's THC
and CBD. Oh yeah, instead of CBG.
Yeah,
is that what you're saying? That makes sense.
I think it is.
That makes sense.
Okay, I'm learning all that shit myself, but there are. It was hard to get D8. I think, like you're saying, it's rare. You can get nutrient-rich soil to increase the amount of D8.
Okay, this is something that I hear people all the time. Our buddy Josh Loftus told us
Did I say strain?
A long time ago. No, I don't know, but I have seen it come up quite a bit when people ask about strains. This is from Terpenes and Testing magazine. It says, more often than not, you'll hear the word cultivar. What's the difference between cultivar and chemovar? Because I see chemovar every now and then too.
Yeah.
It's a word that describes what most people describe as a strain, though this person cringes when they hear it because a cannabis plant, or they cringe when they hear it and a cannabis plant dies somewhere, a slow death. It's a comparison that makes it easy to understand. Just remember, cultivar is short for cultivated variety, and is defined as a plant that has been created or selected intentionally and maintained through cultivation.
Okay.
It's used to reference the strain, breed, and type. Pick your layperson word, but don't actually use the word strain when referencing our favorite green plant. It hurts this guy's degree in biology. A cultivar is what a grower might cultivate. So think Northern Lights, OG Kush, Girl Scout cookies. These varieties of cannabis are considered different cultivars. They are phenotypically different plants that have been given names based on their appearance, smell, and physiological effects. A chemovar, on the other hand, is distinguished through a more scientific approach. By observing the terpene profile, cannabinoid presence, and potency, and quantity of standard biomolecules like lipids and waxes, scientists are able to identify different chemovars. Since Northern Lights can crossbreed with OG Kush, for example, it can be more challenging to distinguish them botanically. That's why they establish cannabis variety identities through chemovars, measurable chemical markers in cannabis that allow us to differentiate between multiple plant chemistries, and thus the physiological effects the plants will trigger.
Interesting.
So I was wondering where chemovar came in there, but cultivars is what you're trying to say, I guess. I'm doubling up today on CBD. I'm feeling froggy. I'm feeling extra spicy today.
Yeah, Delta 8 can be low, but generally low concentrations at less than 1% in dried flower.
Whoa. Which makes it
Delta 8 just has one different double bond than Delta 9 THC.
Okay. Now, here's the next question. Some people are saying that you can piss hot with Delta 8. And I always kind of try to tread lightly on this because if someone's livelihood
Piss hot, your job sucks.
if someone's livelihood depends on them not smoking weed,
work in a
then
field.
you should probably just not smoke weed or get a different job. And that's the where I'm kind of at on that. However,
oh, that's my finger.
Man.
Doopy. I'm getting all the milligrams in me
Why
today.
is there so much on my hand?
I don't know, bud. What do you want me to do about you?
I'm wondering why you're gooping it up. Fucking gooping it all up.
So, guys, that's where we're at with your package should be arriving today. Okay. Dropping knowledge bombs. Very important, Blunt Man to Kill says. Science, bitch, says Kenzie. This is my kind of morning school. Right on. I made a post on this the other day. Thank you for this, Craig. Well, fuck, you got it.
Not your fucking Craig.
Yeah, thanks, Kush Coach. You're my guy. I get it.
Bullshit. Oh, yeah. I believe this whole system is an absolute farce from the moment we wake up in the fucking morning, because if we want to consider this medicine, if we are really acting like it's medicine, not just putting medicinal before fucking marijuana just so we can, hey, we're moving in the right direction, we're getting it. I'm so through with all of that. Doctors, from the very point that we say this is medicine, we still can't allow our doctors to prescribe it. I don't even care. I really don't. I don't trust most of the doctors out there. I just don't. I don't think they have our best interest at heart. I don't think they take into consideration overall health outside of you coming into the doctor's office.
That right there has been, if it's ever been exposed, it's the year 2020. I've watched the medical community march in step with talking points, and some very valid, but like nobody's enforcing diet restrictions. Nobody's enforcing exercise fucking mandates. Nobody's talking about any of that.
We're dying as Americans, and the reason we are dying is not because of a disease. It's because our food is fake and we want to sit on our asses a lot. That's the deal. We want to sit around and we want to eat fake food. And when you have those things working together, you're going to be fucked eventually. You're just not giving yourself the best chances to get through something like this. So from point one, our government says it's illegal federally, but your state went ahead and legalized it. But the people who are supposed to help you with your health, the people who are supposed to possibly help save your fucking life, they can only give you a recommendation for it instead of a real talking to prescription, which, like I said, when I got prescriptions from the doctor, it was all bullshit anyway. The doctor came in for 5 minutes, asked me a few questions, gave me a fucking slip. The last time I went to the doctor's, they had a pill vending machine, bud. They had a vending machine for pills that I would put my prescription in.
Could you get ketamine?
I missed on that.
Fuck.
I missed on that. I got muscle relaxers.
I
was like, D7.
Yeah.
Oh, D7? D7 Street Fighting Man. You just hit D8. If you like pina coladas,
Dun, dun.
and get lost in the rain. I
Dun,
believe that's
dun,
from.
dun, dun. No, I don't.
Hell yeah! Time for a fight, brother! D7 Street Fight Man!
Is it Ready to Rumble or something?
It's from Dirty Work.
Dude, I gotta rewatch it. I gotta rewatch it.
One of my favorite.
Norm
movies
Macdonald,
of all time.
right?
Norm Macdonald, Artie Lang.
Yep.
Chris Farley.
Cool. That's a
Song, boy.
That's a murderer's row, though. That's a murderer's row of fucking comics right there.
Buddy, oh my God, you'll appreciate that movie more now than ever. I still use all Norm Macdonald's tricks in there. Mildred, Mildred! And she's like, my name's not Mildred. He's like, I know, I just used that name because I thought it'd be funny to come over here, and I'd never really learned your name in the first time. So I was like, damn, I gotta start calling bitches Mildred. I gotta start doing it.
Not anymore, though, of course.
Not anymore. No. I call Jen Mildred all the time.
Yeah.
So doctors are bullshit, and the whole system is complete bullshit. So I don't want you to do me a favor by creating a bullshit system around me. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't need you to do me any favors by creating an illusion, because it is an illusion of this medical marijuana program. It's cannabis. It's not medical. It's not recreational. It's not any of these. It's a plant that grows in the ground that we, the people, have been circumventing avenues, rules, laws to get around it, and we have. The government has waged war on us, and now they want to do me a favor by saying, well, you can go to your doctor, but actually, you can't go to your doctor. And there is a fucking commercial on the radio on Z1077 in St. Louis right now that is complete dog shit. It's from a national company that says, are you tired of going to get your medical marijuana card and paying hundreds of dollars and going to a doctor's office and doing all... And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, come get your card at medcard.com online, a national. You just got to put your state in there, and it's $300. And I'm like, what the fuck are these guys doing? So if anyone's heard that on Z1077, tell them we got them for $75 around town. We got them for $100 here, maybe $75 in Farmington.
You can get them anywhere. Listen, you shouldn't be paying more than $150 all in.
No.
Maybe $155, I think.
Yeah,
is like
that's
the
if they
max.
do all of the work.
That's
for you.
if everything is covered and you're like, just don't do that.
Don't do that.
There are so many people also just trying to help people out. Don't let people prey on your fucking heartstrings either. Like these new people coming in like, well, we're forming this business and we're trying to, for every donation that you give, we're going to give away a bunch of them. Guess what? I saw Whitney from THC2. She goes, if you're doing the cultivations, you can just give them away like some of us have been doing for 2 years. Like, don't be gathering fucking $5. Somebody posted the other day. It's a new person. Somebody in like Columbia, Jeff City, something like that. And I don't want to speak out against them. Their heart might be in the right place.
Sure.
But it was like, for every we're looking for this many people that are hard up during the holidays. And if all of you just donate so many dollars, we can give this many away. And like people that have been giving them away, they're like including Aiden's Alliance. If you're low income, you can go to aidensalliance.org.
Yeah.
You can fill out paperwork.
Sweet Leaf Jason will help you out.
We will help you out here. There are people that are doing this.
Yes.
And by God, just don't get scammed is what I'm getting at. Like, don't fucking let people make you think that like you got to make some great sacrifice so other people. There are already people making great sacrifices. If you've got a family member who needs cannabis, I don't give a fuck if it's as a physical medicine, as a mental medicine, just because they've been hard to be around and they think the cannabis is going to make honestly, whatever.
I'm with you.
Whatever improves the quality of life around your house. If you've got somebody, but it seems like it's out of reach, please reach out to us. Please do that. We will make sure that we get you in front of somebody that can make it affordable for you. If not free, it'll be affordable.
Yeah. And
That's
we
all
just
I'll be
want
able
to
to tell
get
you.
everyone legal, which goes back to
Going back to that stupid fucking plant count thing. If we are all patient cultivators, we can all grow 54 plants. And if we can all grow 54 plants, it doesn't fucking matter.
Well, then there'll just be a lot of medicine that'll have to be destroyed.
It's what Fraker says. It's like, you just know what's going to happen to all that if we do that.
You know what's going to happen. If 54 people, or 54 plants are grown per person, there's going to be way more than the patient limits, and then, we know what's going to happen then.
No, what is going to happen? Wendell, are you aware of some backroom dealings of people that are potentially moving cannabis illegally? I don't know. I don't know of anything. I'm a dumb Missourian who just needs medicine. I have no idea the inner workings of the black market. I don't know how it works.
He went straight Mark McGuire on him in that question thing, too. He's like, I misremembered. I don't know. I don't recall saying that. I love when they get people like that in front of a jury or senators or someone there who's trying to get the whole story, and they go, "Oh, I don't really remember ever saying that or doing that."
Look,
and they're like, "Okay, next question." I'm like, "What? Are you in fucking Chip? It's Chip in the car." Like, I didn't know I couldn't do that, Dave. I did know I couldn't do that. From the old Dave Chappelle, Killing Me Softly. I just want him to stay the fuck out of my way.
Well, sometimes you got to race, man. Sometimes you got to race.
You've effed me so hard for years and years and years. You took away my student loans.
Yeah.
You've locked my friends up. You've done all of that to me. And now you want to say, well, I was wrong. Pay me money, and then I'll let you have some. Pay me money.
Yeah.
And then you can go do what you want to do.
No, that's the deal.
No. You have taken money from me for years. I've gotten caught with weed. I had to pay $2,500 to lawyers to get the hell out of it. Otherwise, I was going to jail, the guy said. And Jeff, not Jeff City, Jefferson County.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Look at people in here. There's a pregnant woman with her husband. She's got a black eye, and they're going before me. And I'm like, there's obviously some sort of issue going on here in this family. Like, you're a judge. I know they're here for, a suspended license, but why don't you talk to them a little bit?
I had the last traffic.
I'm in a suit. I got caught with one bag of weed, and you're going to look at me and go, your lawyer did an excellent job keeping you out of jail today. Excellent job. Yeah, my lawyer's my fucking uncle. You don't have to pimp your prosecuting attorney and the lawyer. Right. You don't have to play that.
Yeah, I know you guys are going to go play squash after this.
Exactly.
Fine.
I don't fucking care.
Just get me out of here.
I got a fucking bag of weed
I
on
will
me.
say,
There's a pregnant woman getting beat up.
On our show, I sang the praises of a local judge in Hillsborough last time I got a speeding ticket or something, like went in there. And dude, that's the deal. Like, you go in a lot of these courts and there's people in fucking inmate clothes because they can't post bail.
That's it.
It's not anything else other than they can't afford to live in your society.
Yep, $250.
And dude, this judge, he was just great, dude. He's like, look, man.
Good.
Like, he was talking to these people come up to the bench and he's like, look, how much time do you need? How can we help you do this? Don't come. This started out as a $40 fine. Don't come back here in a couple months. I'd love to get him. You're going to force my hand. He's just one of the local judges at Hillsborough handling fucking little civil fucking cases.
We need more judges.
But
like
dude,
that.
he's just breaking it down. He's like, bud, you were here 6 months ago for this. You can't rat hole away fucking $10 a week and make this go away. I don't want to put you in jail. You're really making this hard for me. And that's how he was talking to the people, and they're like, you're right. But same type deal. Like, I'm looking at these people, I'm like, man, that fucking person didn't hurt any fucking buddy.
Not hurting a fucking soul.
It's just, that shit breaks my heart.
What would happen, Fraker, what would happen if everyone grew as much cannabis as they wanted and gifted as much as they want? Well, the prices would be near rock bottom, but people would still be getting paid to produce medicine. I saw a guy who was offering, I believe, $75 or $100 a month, and he guaranteed 2 ounces as a caregiver.
Really?
He said, yeah, I guaranteed 2 ounces.
Wow.
Well, dude.
It's impressive.
People with these lights, this is what DHS doesn't understand either. You can get pounds from
one light.
From one harvest.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, I need to be able, I can't be shackled by all of these little stipulations. I need to be able to grow as much as I want. Because what if I'm curing it and it gets moldy? What if I fuck up one of my first times and it's moldy?
I agree with you, bud.
Go without medicine.
I agree.
Because of bullshit. Because they're trying to keep me safe? Is that what they think is going on? That they know better than me on what I need to do with my body and what's going around? They don't. They don't have a fucking clue what I need to do with my body.
That doesn't just apply to your health. That applies to your home. That's the idea. That's one of the central fucking tenets behind limited government is like there's no fucking way that somebody in Washington, D.C. knows how to best provide for my family in Hillsborough, Missouri. They don't fucking know what I go through. And the idea is we're going to send these representatives there. Well, the representatives don't come home.
Never
They
come
stay
home.
in fucking Virginia. Fucking ordering walnut pizzas, motherfucker.
Oh God.
You know,
it's was it McConnell? Is the Kentucky
he's a
guy?
Fucking dildo is what he is.
Does that guy ever go back to Kentucky? Like,
I don't know. I can't believe that a state that produces Rand Paul and Thomas Massey. I cannot believe that same state allows that fucking little turtley fucking boner fucking get reelected. He's a dildo, man.
And I feel like,
and look, the more act like, look, here's where I'm at on that. It fucking irritates the piss out of me that we can't just take action without adding just that thing was chock full of fucking pork for projects that had nothing to do with cannabis. Nothing to do with
nothing, dude.
And why? And then, you know, and so you have these guys that do take principle stands on things like that where they're like, no to this and no to everything else you try to put through because no. It adds 19, but on the flip side, like people are like, oh, it adds $19 billion to the federal debt. And there was a time when I'd be like, what are you fucking crazy? You're going to add $19 billion? Now that's a fucking rocket on a submarine that's going to get shoved up the ass of some country I've never heard of.
I was watching a documentary, an old one from 15 years ago, just to see what they said 15 years ago about the world, what was going to happen, see if I could pick up anything.
Yes.
And I believe our national debt was like $700 billion.
No, dude.
And they're like, could you
Trillion
imagine?
wasn't even a number until a couple of years ago. And now we're like, oh, we added $2.4 trillion to the deficit, man. Do you think that you're immune to the fucking rules of economics? Is that what we're fucking doing now? You think you're better than Rome? How long was Rome fucking running the earth? Like that's the shit that drives me crazy. We've only been doing this for 200 years. It couldn't possibly.
We got it forever.
The rules don't apply to us.
Fiat currency.
I'm getting fired up today. Before we wrap up this first hour, I do want to go back to that cultivar chemovar fucking discussion because scientists say there's no room for misinterpretation. Okay, scientists don't have the luxury of using generic names for plants that vary so wildly in their appearance yet have strikingly similar compound structures. As Dr. Ethan B. Russo put it, cultivar names are eminently malleable and are as simple to alter as writing a new label. Dosing requires precision, and as the cannabis industry integrates further into the legal medical realm, a plant's chemovar needs to be known to better ensure reproducible cannabis experiences and effects.
I am so on board with the scientific and experimental aspects. Because you know me, I say it all the time, like, your name's bullshit, guys. Like, yeah, I'm growing blue tansy in my tent. Am I growing blue tansy in my
Whatever you're growing, those cocksuckers are monsters.
Am I growing OG Kush? Yeah, probably. That's what they said they got the seeds from, but I'm the show me guy, okay? This is where I turn into complete show me guy, where I'm like, no, it's show me. Oh. I would love it if you didn't have to go in a dispensary and the bud tender's like, here's what Leafly says it's good for. Oh, really? You polled 1,000 people on Leafly, and then the people on Leafly who are giving the reviews maybe took a peek at what the strain was, or what the cultivar was supposed to do beforehand, and then maybe they said, yeah, what's the difference between happy and euphoric? Because that's how they put their rating system on there. So I think that we need to have a system where it is so finely tuned that if you have a headache, this cultivar with this percentages works for you. For you. Not for everybody. Yep. For you. For your body, for your homeostasis, for your CB1, CB2 receptors. This is what works for you. This cultivar, oh, that works for you for stomach aches. This cultivar, and then we figure out what's exactly inside each one, and we just keep collecting data, and we do it on our own. We don't need fucking government interference. We don't need you.
I heard that,
Get
Jack.
out of
You're
our
talking
way,
my
buddy.
boner language, bud. Kush Coach a while back says I could give a shit about what the government says. I know what it does. I'm growing cannabis till I die, and we should Johnny Appleweed cannabis make the government chase wild cannabis while we all grow indoors.
Oh, I would love that, dude.
Get a fucking on the helicopter.
All right,
you got the fucking machine gun on the side of it.
Shooting.
Seeds in it.
Brilliant.
Just pepper in the fucking
50
dirt.
cal seeds.
50 cal seeds.
Redwood fucking seeds.
That would be fucking awesome.
When would you want to start doing that? If someone was going to do that in Missouri?
Oh, as far as outdoor
Yeah.
seed? Yeah, there's a question for the farmers. Let's just say
March, April.
Let's just say people stumbled upon a bunch of seeds. You know, well,
May, June.
When would we throw these things in the dirt?
Yeah, when would we Johnny Apple weed this thing?
March, April. You tell me. Spring. They say spring. I'm doing it, Steve. New labels have the top 5 cannabinoid concentrations available right on the back of the label. That's what our fucking guy does. Boom, baby. Here you go. This one here. This is the CBD product. Let's see. Serving size at half a milliliter. It's manufactured in October of 20. It expires in October of 21. Lot number CBG 10 out of 20. CBD 30 milligrams per milliliter. CBDA 3.6 milligrams per milliliter. CBG 20 milligrams per milliliter. CBC 1.7 milligrams per milliliter.
Come on, let's go.
Delta 9 THC 1.6 milligrams per milliliter.
CBC, come on, let's go, and we will fight right through the foe. Hear our battle cry, ready for do or die. Side by side, we'll fight, fight. We will win our victory, and we will fight straight through. We are all men. We are men. I forget how it ends.
That's CBC fight song.
That's our CBC
Not
fight
bad,
song.
dude.
What was your school?
Ours was like really choral. Like it was like, "Hail Kickapoo."
No.
Hang on, I'm gonna find it.
CBC, come on, let's go. We will fight right through the foe. That song will fire you the fuck up.
That's a pretty good
I
fight
used
song.
to hear that shit and I'd be like, oh! And then I was at the state soccer tournament and I was in the front row and the stands broke. And then I was being crushed by the entire student body.
Yeah. Oh, hail Kickapoo, your colors brown and gold. Throughout the years, your stories will be told. Blessed
Your
days
colors
with hope.
brown and gold.
Dude, when I went there, I go, what? Because I went from like green and white and black. It's fucking good looking, you know? And I was like, brown and gold?
Were all the other colors
now,
taken?
with that being said, our coach was like, he was new. Our football coach was new as I was getting there.
What, he fucking new?
Ran a fucking powerhouse down at Webb City. And so, like, when he came in, it was all new. I mean, we were way out in front of the fucking new threads, dude. Like,
really?
Home, aways, alternates, fucking alternate brown, browns,
Look
golds.
better, play better?
Oh, look better, play better, no
I'm
doubt.
1,000,000%.
That's. I'm all about, like, people get on fucking Mizzou about all that shit.
Oh,
I think
love
it helps
that
with our recruiting in a big way.
I just saw two of the recruits, one from Mizzou, one from somewhere else. But said fucking uniforms were part of it.
Got them threads, dude.
That's what
I gotta wear. It's what I gotta wear for the next one. Oregon
said,
cracked that code years ago. Hey, look, we're late
we're late for a break.
Bud.
Oh
Not
my
that it really
gosh.
matters
No,
because
it
we do what the
doesn't, 'cause
fuck we want to do. You want to know why? Because we are our own fucking masters.
I'm not a puppet. I'm not a marionette being altered and manipulated by the powers that be. Would you like some cannabis? You can only grow so many plants. I'm in control.
CBC will save your life. Cannabichromine is fun to say too. Wide spectrum is the best way to go. Guys, all right, look, here's the deal. We're going to commercial. Steve's got to talk to his kids. I got stuff to do. So we'll hang around. Hang around. Things are only going to get better here. Oh, all right. Squeaker.
CBC, come on, let's go, and we will fight right through the foe.
Insurance 314-961-4800. Handsome, amazing, astonishing, astounding, fabulous, incredible, fantastical, phenomenal, prodigious, stupendous, unbelievable, wondrous, divine, fantastical. No, seriously, he's
fantastical.
You got a house.
Go on and get it insured.
You got a car.
You gotta get it insured.
You got a life.
Go on and get it insured. Carlton. Inch.net. Fantastic. Stupendous. Fantastic.
Hey, boys and girls, I'm talking about native hemp extract. That CBD.
That CBD.
Get inside of me.
Inside of me.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Sweet delicious CBD. That CBD.
That CBD.
Got the CBD. CBD native hemp. That CBD.
That CBD.
You can get it from me.
I can.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Inside of me.
Inside of me.
That CBD.
That CBD.
Get inside of me.
Inside of me.
Get inside of me.
Inside of me.
Inside of me.
Inside of me.
No. Inside of me.
Inside of me.
Inside of me.
Native hemp extract. 1,800 milligrams of total cannabinoid goodness from Pike County, Illinois. Get yours at HoosierSophisticate.com.
I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Want a poster looking like me. Checking the swamp man for a pretty girl. Being an outlaw in an outlaw world.
Hey, I'm an outlaw, check it and see. Want a poster looking like me. Walking my hound dog, surfing that swamp. Catching crow that do the sweetly stomp. Everybody do the sweetly stomp.
It's a stomp, it's a wiggle, turn around, a little tickle. It's a stomp, move your feet, head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf. Head on down to Sweet Leaf.
Dude, man, get on down to Sweet Leaf Emporium and do that Sweet Leaf stomp, man.
James Carlton. James Carlton. James Carlton. You gotta get your insurance. Gotta get that State Farm insurance.
You think you found the best insurance agent in the game? Well, I got news for you. I did, and it's James Carlton. State Farm. CarltonInsurance.net.
961-4800. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Welcome back, ladies and germs, to the Hoosier Sophisticate Show. How are you this morning? We're talking some cannabis today. We're probably going to get to some psychedelics today. We're going to certainly a handful of jizz jokes every now and then. Did you guys see the new disclaimer on the open this morning, just to let everybody know that all of this is in jest? Any stories that seem like maybe your story, purely coincidental. All insults that we are hurling, all jokes. Everything we do here is parody. We're just joking. We're just having a good time. We're just making you laugh. That's all we're trying to do. Try to start your day a little bit differently. It's mainly to cover our ass, but it's also, it's. I feel like it's probably in our best interest, just to let people know that, hey, guys, we're joking every now and then. We're joking. All right, you guys know that, right? Let's get to the chat line here. Kush Coach, I love that last little graphic after the commercials. Great addition. Are we talking about the Om Mani Padme Hum? We got make a few of those. I'm gonna make a few of those up. A couple different mantras that we can kind of get lost in a little bit. Not very difficult, I don't think. So, there was, and I want to wait for Steve to get back here because I like to get him all fired up when I talk about weed and the government. When I first met Steve, and every now and then too, he goes back. But I would say that he believed in a benevolent government that kind of was looking out for our best interest, and I didn't even have to win him over. You just put them in the spotlight long enough. Put the government in the spotlight long enough, and you are going to they're going to expose themselves for what they are, which is a bunch of fucking pirates. That's really what it comes down to. So, as many of you know, the House, the first time a congressional hall has actually taken up and passed any kind of marijuana bill. Legalization bill. The House passed that with the MORE Act. Mitch McConnell has since said that it doesn't stand a chance. It might, it's going to be shot down immediately. And yes, the old man Humpty Potty. My favorite is the hemp extract inside of me commercial. Right on, Kush Coach. We've got a few. It's time we're probably going to have to rip off some new commercials here pretty soon because that's what we have some fun with. Did you go make a run somewhere? Yeah. Oh, right on.
In the Waffle House.
So as many of you, I was actually thinking about doing that, grabbing some more coffee. As many of you know, the MORE Act was passed. Mitch McConnell said that it's going to be shot down as soon as it gets into the Senate. Fine, whatever. I think so. But, however, just days after voting to federally legalize cannabis, the House approved a marijuana research bill. You see this, bud?
Yeah, I did.
Just days after voting, this is from Marijuana Moment, just days after voting to federally legalize marijuana, the U.S. House of Representatives approved a separate bill meant to promote research into the plant, in part by allowing scientists to access cannabis from state legal dispensaries.
What?
Are you serious?
What? And have the world erupt into chaos?
In a voice vote, the chamber passed the Bipartisan Medical Marijuana Research Act, which previously advanced out of the House Energy and Commerce Committee in September. The bill,
out of that committee,
the bill, which has been slightly revised, because there's a lot of fucking commerce, bud. That's why.
Commerce and Energy?
Yeah, Energy and Commerce Committee. The bill, which has been slightly revised in the months since, was considered under a procedure known as suspension of the rules, meaning that no further amendments were allowed on the floor and a 2/3 majority was required to pass. That's nice. The unlikely duo of pro-legalization Representative Earl Blumenauer, Democrat from Oregon, and prohibitionist Representative Andy Harris, Republican from Maryland, are the lead sponsors of the legislation.
Blumenauer is a House.
Yeah, this is all in the House. These are just representatives. These are congressmen.
The senators just piss on House people, right? Right.
Well, they're supposed to keep each other in check.
They don't.
But yeah, senators are certainly rightfully so more powerful.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as that goes, that's how you have a representative, a House representative is only representing a small district of a state. Senators representing, is one of 2 representatives for an entire state. So, but they're supposed to keep each other in check, but we don't do that anymore anyway. So,
why would we do that?
The bill, which has been, it's coming to a head, dude. It's coming to a head, and honestly, it's going to take heads on pikes. It's going to take heads on pikes.
Okay.
Before any changes made. The cannabis laws in this country are broken, especially those that deal with research, Blumenauer said on the House floor prior to the vote. It's a narrow bill that fixes one of many broken cannabis laws. I want to hasten to add that this in no way negates the need to move forward with the other areas of legalization, but this is sort of a foundational question. No matter where you are, there's no reason the federal government should impede this critical research. Hear, hear. Harris, for his part, pointed out that he and Blumenauer probably disagree more vigorously with one another about marijuana legalization than any 2 other members of Congress. But we agree 100% that we need to do this research. Well, that's nice. I mean, it's nice that Andy Harris is is happy to get in front of the world and say, I don't know anything about cannabis. I still think it's dangerous. But it's really not a function of government to keep our brightest minds out of out of studying this plant. That's not. If you have that guy doing that, if you have listen, first off, if you know anybody who is a proud prohibitionist, check on their wives or their husbands. See if there's anything you can do to help them actually climax, because they're the most bored fucking people in the world if their spouse thinks that prohibition works. They're just bored. They're bored out of their mind. So check on their spouses. But other than that, laugh at them heartily if they espouse the successes of prohibition. Laugh at them heartily. But then if they're willing to meet you in the middle on something like studying the fucking plant, which we've been doing excessively for fucking decades, we'll take what we can get. If this guy's one of the most staunch prohibitionists on the floor and he says, hey, there's no reason the federal government should impede this critical research, well then, motherfucker, let's go.
Let's fucking go then, man.
Now, unfortunately, because of the public policy we've had in place in marijuana and its scheduling, research simply couldn't be done. Harris, who is a medical doctor, said, you can't do it under the current scheduling. This is on us. It shouldn't have taken so long to get to this point. Well, thank you. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate you getting on board, I suppose.
About damn time.
I appreciate you getting on board. It's not clear whether the GOP-controlled Senate will take up the measure with the limited time it has left before the end of the current Congress.
They won't.
But if it were to go to the floor, it stands to reason that it would similarly enjoy bipartisan support. As the proposal was originally drafted, it would have made it so researchers could access marijuana from additionally federally approved private manufacturers. Well, who are those? Who are the federally approved private manufacturers? You got any ideas? Nobody fucking does.
Buddies?
Nobody knows. Ole Miss? That's it? The DEA, Sue Sisley kicked the DEA right in the dick hole. She did. She said, fuck you. This doesn't work. I'm suing you. Did you give me fucking garbage to give to our nation's finest and to study it? I'm suing you. She sues them. She fucking wins. And they say, okay, great.
Cool, now what?
Yeah, it's legal. You just got to get it from somebody with a license. They've granted zero fucking licenses.
That's right. That's right.
0 licenses. Oh, here we go. We're going to get to it. But in September, an amendment in the nature of a substitute was approved in committee, includes a component expanding scientists' access to cannabis products from state legal dispensaries. That's huge.
Yeah.
You got to have it. Because there are no motherfucking federally approved cultivators. For half a century, researchers have only been able to study marijuana grown at a single federally approved facility at the University of Mississippi. But they have complained that it is difficult to obtain the product and that it is of low quality. And guys, low quality doesn't get it. It does not get it. If you have, I implore you, if you are a cannabis advocate, to look up the weed that Ole Miss is growing. Dude, and then I dare you to find somebody to put their name on being the person who grew it, because it's fucking embarrassing,
it's
bud.
Dog
it's
shit.
Embarrassing. Indeed, one study showed that the government cannabis is more similar to hemp than to marijuana that consumers actually use in the real world. Well, let's also kind of get away. Like, I guess for the sake of reaching the masses. We all read at such a much fucking lower level now, and you got to talk to everybody like they're just handicapped. Hemp is marijuana, and vice versa, right? It's all the fucking same plant. We're talking about cannabinoid profiles. That's all it is. In order for these fucking dipshits to make it simpler for themselves, they still make this distinction. But let's be honest. When they say shit like that, it drives. I understand the reasoning for it. I get it. Not everybody's a cannabis connoisseur of sorts, but hemp is cannabis. So stop being fucking just scared of saying what it is. It's just another level of the lunacy.
Mm-hmm.
It's another level of lunacy. We have to find a way to keep this plant illegal. So let's continue to call. Let's find a bunch of different ways to to fucking label it, even though it's all the same goddamn thing.
Well, that way you can create like imaginary markets like they're doing with medicinal marijuana. They're like, oh, this is just one market. I wonder if we can split it up into a couple markets and make more money.
Well, what it does is it takes hemp. You want to know why this just, I mean, yes, and I understand that it's different compounds in the plant primarily, but at that point, it's still the same plant. You're just talking about the government has a problem with Delta 9 THC. That's it.
Yep.
That's what the government has a problem with.
Well,
they have a problem like it's stone. The reason why we're going to say that hemp's okay is because Kentucky is the largest fucking hemp manufacturer in the fucking country, and Mitch McConnell is a representative of fucking Kentucky. You know, so whatever, dude. Fuck you. My dick.
I'm looking. I got a picture in here of that weed. I'll send it to your.
All right.
I'll send it to the. Where do you want me to send it?
Send it to our group message. I can pull it up over there. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. The people are fired up today, bud, on Twitch. They are fired up
your friends
today on Twitch, pal. Let's see what else is here. Well, in the meantime, Alan's raising his hand over there, so let's just see what fucking Alan wants, I guess.
I'm just going through the picture.
What's that, Alan? Oh, we got desktop audio on. Alan, they're not going to hear you if you don't wait for the desktop audio to be on. There we go.
Do you think he could turn it on? He's a,
Hey boys. Is it time to talk baby batter? I can barely contain myself at the prospect of some sweet man yogurt. Ooh, squirt.
Yogurt.
It really wasn't a problem.
Squirt.
It really wasn't a problem when Alan was just talking to us, but him climaxing while talking to us makes it a little weird.
Squirt.
It makes it a little strange.
A little more intimate. I like
it.
Well,
it makes me uncomfortable, if we're being honest. All right, here we go. We got some comments here.
Read them.
I gotta go way back because there's a lot. My favorite is the hemp extract inside of me commercial. Where you're right, dude. All you need to do is link enough pieces of the puzzle together for people to make them see the sham for what it is themselves. That's what we're trying. My favorite is the Bono Hydro. Okay.
Bono Hydro. We made that commercial in
8 seconds. It literally as long as it took to record. That's how and rap.
It was a joke. It was a joke for Bo.
It was a joke just to see if he was in on how weird we are. And boy, howdy was he. Hang on a sec. God dang, they are on fire today. Let's see. This plant is not a cash crop. This is Kush Coach.
Yep.
For me, it's a means to relief for patients and their parents. Your finances shouldn't determine whether you can heal yourself. Heard that, Jack? I'll charge the shit out of a commercial grow taxing patients, though. $500 an hour plus travel expenses to have me consult their commercial grow. That's going back here. If you know what you're doing, pull 1.5 to 2 pounds per light, under 1 light, no CO2. I harvest every 4 weeks. Can't stop me. Love Steve's passionate argument against big government.
Thank you.
That's from the lead singer of a band you like quite a bit, of Seeing Stone. Switched to Twitch. Didn't realize I was bringing it so weak on Facebook. Dance time. Get it, girls.
Oh, we didn't dance yet.
Did we get? I'm sure we're at 100. A trillion is unfathomable. What the fuck? This thing is like repeating here. All right. They said to start your seeds at the end of March, early April.
Okay.
Let's see here. The Kush Coach says that's some good shit from what I read off on the back of Native Hemp's bottle. CBC will save your life. Cannabichromine is fun to say too. Steve, dance for me. Perform monkey.
Who said that?
D Color 86. Hell yeah, we know you're a joke. Yes, the old man Humpty Potty hum. Yes. Oh, they were talking about Monty Padme hum. They like the they like the graphic. The Humpty Potty.
All right, I sent it to the messenger.
Okay, cool. You're right, dude. Okay, here we go. I love that Mitch, of all fucking people, is going to railroad it when he's the motherfucker that championed the 2014 Farm Bill allowing cannabis cultivation of hemp. That's what I'm getting at.
What the fuck?
Then define hemp as cannabis sativa L, all of its derivatives with less than 0.3% delta 9 THC by dry weight volume. I feel like they're just jerking us around with all that crap they do.
Yep,
Coach says they just do random shit that never passes and say we're working on it, but nothing passes. They know Big Pharma is going to take a hit when it goes 100% legal. Rich fucks don't want that. Big Pharma goes back. Look, this is a drug war. It's not just a drug war between the government and its people because it's a war on us. We know that. Darren the Dare Lion told us, war on drugs is a war on you. And he was right. But it's also warring cartels. Okay? You take a look, the Sackler family, you take a look at any big pharmaceutical company, they have ties that go back hundreds of years. They are the opium cartel. They are the opium cartel. That 100%. THC directly competes with opium when it comes to when it comes to pain relief, when it comes to many different things that pharmaceutical companies are providing. Right now, the opium cartel has the fucking ball. And the cannabis industry has been on defense for 50 fucking years. More than that, 80 years. But that's, whatever. OxyContin makers make a shit ton. Look at this. This is even topical. Make a shit ton off getting folks hooked, then make a shit ton weaning them off with a drug that helps you get off oxy. 100%. Create the addict and then create the cure. I can't wait to see research result in the positive effects of cannabis with regard to COVID-19. I can't wait to see the copious amounts of evidence they're going to find for almost every human ailment known to date. If cannabis keeps you from becoming addicted to oxy, that company loses a shit ton.
GW Pharmaceuticals recently, they have Epidiolex, which was for Lennox-Gastaut syndrome and Dravet syndrome, two types of childhood epilepsy. That was the only thing it was approved for in 2018, and it was fucking crazy expensive, Epidiolex by GW Pharmaceuticals. Well, now it got approved for tuberous sclerosis complex, leading cause of genetic epilepsy that often produces benign tumors. What I'm reading here is it prompted me to look up which pharmaceutical companies are starting to expand into the cannabis industry, because if you can't beat them, you will ultimately join them. So how many lawsuits does it take on the OxyContin makers of the world to have them switch their bottom line to, oh, yeah, you guys were right about cannabis, but now we own every part of the cannabis industry. So thanks for the heads up. You know what I mean?
What'd you send that to, bud?
Your messenger. Your Facebook messenger.
Oh, my Facebook messenger.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I need it over.
There it is. You can just take it from mine.
Yeah, I can do it. Yep, I got it. I just needed to see what we got there.
So I think that they'll be getting their dirty little fingers in there any way they can. Johnson & Johnson is getting into the cannabis world. They topped all pharmaceutical companies for revenue last year, and while you won't find marijuana or cannabis anywhere.
Hey, what kind of weed can I get in Oxford, Mississippi, bud? Hang on one second.
Some good shit there, buddy.
Dude, how high are you guys? This is what you get from federally approved cannabis for scientists.
Oh my
to
God,
fucking approve.
Unfucking believable. Take a look at that. Wow. Look at that shit, buddy. I've never in my life, even from the days of swag, I got one bag like that one time, and I'll never forget it. What is that, dude?
It looks like leaf trimmings to me. It doesn't even. There's no.
What's the white
There's no
shit in
trace
there?
of cannabis in that. It's got to be mixed in with like fucking oak leaves or something. What the fuck is going on?
Outside is when
What is going on there?
the guy who was supposed to procure the weed for the testing, He's all
He smoked it all. No, he smoked it all. He's
But then
fucking
he
high.
tried a little bit with the guy he got it from.
Yeah.
He's like, man, this shit's pretty good. He smokes it all. He goes outside behind a bush.
100%.
And grabs it.
100%.
These are what our best minds are working on. That's what they get to work on.
Yep.
Sue Sisley, one of the most
They should.
brilliant
Somebody
minds.
should apologize to her. Somebody should fucking apologize to her.
Johnson & Johnson has a company they've incorporated called Avicana.
They might as well just call it Dick and Dick. You know?
A biopharmaceutical company with facilities in Colombia that is focusing on commercializing cannabinoids for medical and wellness
I
use.
hope you get in a car accident. Fuck you.
Single,
for real. I got
single
no,
car accident.
No, yeah, into a wall.
Yeah.
Into a wall. Like where's the Queen of England when you need her? Can you get someone to drive a fucking car into a fucking wall? Can you do that?
Paparazzi was dressing up.
It was a high speed chase. Yeah.
Paparazzi. That happens. Because of regular
Princess Di was like, they're eating fucking babies. They're eating babies.
And they're like, okay, remote control with her Mercedes. Wall.
Too soon?
Wall.
Too soon?
No. The Food and Drug Administration places tight restrictions on studying cannabis in the United States. For example, research on any Schedule 1 drug, including cannabis, must be done under the auspices
Fired up today, bud.
of a site-specific DEA investigator. Because of regulatory limitations on studying
I'm just leaving
cannabis.
that up there for the rest of the show. This is your champion. This is what your federal government does for you.
Because of the regulatory limitations on studying cannabis in the U.S., and this is from 2020, September, June, July, August of 2020, it makes sense that Johnson & Johnson would bolster their studies in Canada, where it's been legal since 2001. Johnson & Johnson did $82.1 billion in sales last year.
How much?
$82.1 billion in sales last year. 3.7% over their last year. And they're constantly looking for ways to increase the sale and their sales and profit margins. And cannabis-related medicine could be a big way for the pharma giant to boost sales in the future. God, awesome.
Morning, hippie Don.
So
Synthetic cannabinoids
cool.
are going to kill legalization. They're going to kill people too, probably.
Yeah.
I've been saying this about Delta 8. That's why the DEA was shitting their pants. All right. Decolor 86 suggests that we go to the FDA's website on CBD. So I'm going to go look that up for a second. And they're going to show their hand. They have warning letters. They have fucking...
While some may see cannabis as a competitor to pharmaceuticals, if medical marijuana is legalized nationwide, it will not take long for pharmaceutical companies to establish a foothold in the sector, either by buying up cannabis companies or by expanding on the plans they're already making. Investors who realize this may now find themselves enjoying the benefits of long-term when these big companies get even bigger.
It's fucking obnoxious, dude.
Yeah, this is a stock trading website.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's just check in with the
Where'd
FDA.
my weed go on there, man? Where'd my kind bud go? that
Let's
was
just
on the
check
screen?
in. Let's
Where'd
check
that
in with the
KB?
FDA. Where the fuck is this thing?
Desktop?
I'm having a hard time seeing. Sorry, guys.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, there, I got it. All right, here we go.
There it is, right there, Craig.
Thanks, man.
There it is.
We're going to the FDA's website, Steve, so that we can look to see what they have to say about CBD and other cannabis-derived compounds.
I'm sure they're right on.
I could kind of give. Oh, fine. We'll do it real quick. Cannabis is a plant of the Cannabaceae family. I don't know how to fuck. I'm not Greek. I'm not Latin. I don't know. It contains more than 80 biologically active chemical compounds. I think it's more than that. The most commonly known compounds are delta-9, tetrahydrocannabinol, and cannabidiol. THC is the component that produces the high associated with marijuana use. Much interest has been seen around CBD and its potential related to health benefits. Marijuana is different from CBD. CBD is a single compound in the cannabis plant, and marijuana is a type of cannabis plant or plant material that contains many naturally occurring compounds. The FDA has approved only one CBD product, a prescription drug product to treat 2 rare severe forms of epilepsy, as you were alluding to. It's currently illegal to market CBD by adding it to a food or labeling it as a dietary supplement. The FDA has seen only limited data about CBD safety, and these data point to real risks that need to be considered before taking CBD for any reason. Some CBD products are being marketed with unproven medical claims and are of unknown quality. The FDA will continue to update the public as it learns more about CBD. So here we go.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you so much.
This is where we're going to really get into it. CBD has the potential to harm you, and harm can happen even before you become aware of it. It can cause liver injury. CBD can affect how other drugs you are taking work, potentially causing serious side effects. Use of CBD with alcohol or other drugs that slow brain activity, such as those used to treat anxiety, panic, stress, or sleep disorders, increases the risk of sedation and drowsiness, which can lead to injuries. Male reproductive toxicity or damage to fertility in males or male offspring of women who have been exposed has been reported in studies of animals exposed to CBD. CBD can cause side effects that you might notice. These side effects should improve when CBD is stopped or when the amount used is reduced. Changes in alertness. Yes, changes in alertness. You will notice it. When I take fucking native hemp, I'm like a goddamn osprey, okay? I can spot a fucking fish swimming upstream from a mile away, and I'm going to go snatch that cocksucker up.
I've seen him do it from a bridge of River to Pear.
I've done it. I did it in I watched Tyler Howe do it in Saskatchewan. I watched him do it. The muskie's hitting, bud. Gastrointestinal distress, most commonly experienced as diarrhea and or decreased appetite. Turns out every person I know that has true gastrointestinal problems that are living with them and kind of finding comfort with them are using cannabis products
that are changing.
Here we go. Here's another side effect. It changes in mood. Most commonly experienced as irritability and agitation. Listen,
people get irritated when they take CBD.
Dude, one time I took a dropper full of CBD. I walked straight outside. I talk about my neighbor's dog all the time. I kicked that son of a bitch over the roof of his house. I did. It was only because of the CBD. It had nothing to do.
I punched my grandma in the snooch.
I've punched your grandma in the snooch.
Yeah, but this wasn't.
This was not of her pleasure. I get it. There are many important aspects about CBD that we just don't know, such as what happens if you take CBD daily for sustained periods of time.
Anyone would do that.
What level of intake triggers the known risks associated with CBD?
Who wrote this?
The FDA.
I know, but give me a name.
Paul Williamson.
Really?
From the FDA.
Oh, God.
He's a fucking jerk. Paul Williamson. Paul Williamson's the little fucker that wouldn't take a shower. No, that's for you. It's all for you, buddy. It's all for you, Damien. If I read any more of this article, I'm going to jump out of a window. How do different methods of consumption affect intake? Example, oral consumption, topical, smoking or vaping. Well, if you're going to ask the question, why don't you ask about boofing? You guys don't know anything about boofing? Because I take my cannabis through my butt, pal. You ever fucking do a bong rip with your beehole?
You have a buddy and minister for you safely.
100%. What is the effect of CBD on the developing brain?
Oh, my God, probably.
Oh, I don't know. Probably it causes neuroplasticity. So actually, if someone could have got me on a CBD regimen when I was 9, I might be fucking running this goddamn show right now.
Wouldn't be here. You are kind of running this show.
No, I'm talking about the fucking.
Oh, okay.
I'm solving the world's problems.
Reins,
thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks for fucking dumping your shit on me. What are the effects of CBD on the developing fetus or breastfed newborn? What are they indeed? Because breast milk has cannabinoids in it, you fucking dolt. How does CBD interact with herbs and other plant materials? Well, I can tell you that you can use it as a sandwich herb with DMT and really fucking solve some shit. That's one way it reacts with fucking other plant materials.
Yeah, you wanna sit here and tell me about the dangers of the CBD? Just take a hit of DMT and really learn about the dangers of the world, becoming a better person, figuring out how life works beyond your own sick.
Does CBD cause male reproductive toxicity in humans? In other words, Steve, when you take CBD, when you take CBD and you shoot a load, are you basically just coming venom into a woman or a man, whatever, however? I don't want to be heteronormative with my venom, if you're coming in anything, are you just coming hydrochloric acid?
You ever seen the? It's not the Dilophosaurus.
These are the people. These are the people running the show, guys.
Is it yeah, it's the Dilophosaur that shoots the venom, right?
Dude, Dilophosaurus.
Dilophosaurus.
Yep.
Shoots
Got the little
venom
fan.
Yeah, that thing's badass.
It's a bad mother. It's a bad mother.
I mean, it's no Gallimimus, but
they kind of, I don't know, man.
Okay,
they go into this shit more about like the liver injury, the drug interactions, the male reproductive toxicity. They've got a little bit that they're going to build on there, but I'll hand the ball off to you for a minute, and then maybe we'll come back to this. So
marijuana. They said marijuana at the beginning, right? They said this is. They talk about marijuana all the time, medicinal marijuana. At the beginning of this, they said marijuana is different than CBD, right?
Yep.
Marijuana. Why are we still calling it marijuana? Where did marijuana come from?
They said that it was different than CBD, but only because CBD is just a compound found in it.
Yeah, and marijuana.
It's like us separating ourselves from the whole that is the universe. That's all. It's that
no
simple.
Big deal.
Go ahead.
So marijuana, I'm sure people have said, hey, that's a racist term. Let's kind of dig into that a little bit. Prior to 1910, marijuana did not exist as a word in American culture. Rather, cannabis was used most often. In the early 1900s, what have now become pharmaceutical giants, Bristol Myers Squibb and Eli Lilly, used to include cannabis and cannabis extracts in a lot of their medicines. During this time, Americans, particularly elite Americans, were going through a hashish trend, glamorized by literary celebrities. Alexander Dumas, experimenting with cannabis,
dumbass.
Among those wealthy enough to afford imported goods. Okay, so then you get 1910 to 1920. About 900,000 Mexicans legally immigrate into the United States, seeking refuge from a civil war. Though cannabis had been a part of U.S. history, the idea of smoking the plant recreationally was not as common. It was the immigrants who brought the act of smoking, just the buds, into America. So the first bill criminalizing the cultivation of loco weed was passed in California in 1913. The bill was a major push from the Board of Pharmacy.
What kind of weed you say, Holmes?
Loco weed, as a way to regulate opiates and psychoactive pharmaceuticals, and seemingly did not stem from the reefer madness and racializing understanding of marijuana that paved the way for full prohibition in the 1930s. And this is where it starts getting real fucking ridiculous. 1930s, Great Depression hits. Americans are searching for someone to blame. There's an influx of immigrants, particularly in the South, and the rise of suggestive jazz music. Many white Americans began to treat cannabis as a foreign substance used to corrupt the minds and bodies of low-class individuals. In the time just before federal criminalization, 29 states independently banned the herb, which came to be known as marijuana. I've actually heard that Mary Jane, it's like Maria Juana or something, kind of has the same sound. And that's where Mary Jane, it's kind of
100%.
Where we think we got that from. It would not be an overstatement that my guy, Harry Anslinger, one of the biggest fucking cartoons in all of history, was one of the primary individuals responsible for creating the stigma around cannabis.
He was the director of the recently created Federal Bureau of Narcotics in 1930. He launched a vigilant campaign against cannabis that would hold steady for 3 decades while he remained in fucking office. How? Anslinger testified before Congress, buddy. He said marijuana is the most violence-causing drug in the history of mankind. This is a dude fucking talking to Congress. Most marijuana smokers are Negroes, Hispanics, Filipinos, and entertainers. Their satanic music, jazz, and swing result from marijuana usage. Another statement, he says, reefer makes darkies think they're as good as white men. The primary reason to outlaw marijuana is its effect on the degenerate races. This motherfucker ran shit for 30 years.
Yep.
About 60 years
and
ago.
we're still basing
one lifetime this motherfucker was around.
Yep.
One lifetime. One
Yep.
Mitch McConnell fucking lifetime. This guy, when McConnell born, 60?
No, he's older than that.
50?
40s probably.
Really?
The fucking dude's 70 years old. It's 50s? Yeah. I mean, he's older than my dad for sure.
Yeah, I would think 50. Yeah, maybe 50. Okay. He was around during, he's only born.
He was born in 42.
What?
Yeah.
The dude's fucking 78 and he's in charge of making decisions.
Buddy, our new president's 78.
Holy fuck!
Hey, our president's 78. The Senate Majority Leader is 78, and the House Majority Leader is 80.
Get the fuck on somewhere with that.
Although I'll tell you what, Nancy Pelosi for being 80, her titty game's bananas.
Dude, she is a monster.
She's a total monster.
Just looking at her, I don't know much about her.
Yeah, I objectified her.
Looking at her,
right, your congressman.
Holy fuck, man, she's just scary. I feel like, in Requiem for a Dream, where the lady who's on Adderall is has the fridge chasing her. And
his
shit.
mom?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
And she's like putting on makeup at the end and trying to look pretty because she's got to go on that show. She thinks she's going on that fucking show. That's the vibe I get from Nancy Pelosi is like, hey, man, I am on the verge of insanity right now. Like, look at my face. I got it all put together back here. I got it all figured. I'm making decisions for you. I'm making... That was good.
What, Alan? Jesus, we're in the middle of a fucking chat here.
Alan, yeah, bud.
Harry Anslinger is but a cum stain on the fabric of America. I said it. The guy was a total jizz trumpet.
Thanks, Alan. That was actually on the fabric of America. Thanks, Alan. Thank you. Thanks for being topical for once, pal.
Yeah, Alan's staying with us today. Good job, Alan.
He's hanging in there with us.
We love you, Alan. Woo! We love you, St. Louis. We love you, Missouri. Woo! We're looking out for you, guys. Watch us on Twitch. Watch us on YouTube. Facebook sucks balls, but we do have our group on Facebook.
No doubt.
Sophisticated Hoosiers.
That's what we do.
Join the group. That's where we come and have some fun.
We're also on Periscope.
Until they shut us the fuck down. We're also on Periscope. You can watch us there. That's the Twitter. That's Twitter. That's the Twitter sphere. You can email us at twain@mycelial.media, HoosierSophisticate@gmail.com. Talk to us. Message us on Facebook. We don't care. Get on our Discord server and watch the Twitch feed. That's what we want you to do right now. I'm sure in a little while we'll be switching it up too because the overlords are trying to take control of every aspect of our life. We are here trying to teach you about freedom, things you may not know. We're learning ourselves, man. We're figuring this out. If we got you with us, we're figuring this out together. We want to make St. Louis and Missouri the fucking best place ever to walk each other home because that's all we're doing, buds. Okay?
I love it, babe. I love it.
Right,
I love it. I love it. I love it. We're getting close to a second break. I can't believe how quick this show goes when we get fucking fired up in our loins,
baby.
bud.
Because usually it's like,
D-Collar86 asked me to look up the question number 4 on the FDA website. Aside from Epidiolex.
way to open it with that. Fuck you.
Aside from Epidiolex, are there other CBD drug products that are FDA approved? What about the products I've seen in stores or online?
Nope.
No. I wish that was just where the answer fucking ended. No. There are no other FDA-approved drug products that contain CBD. We are aware that some firms are marketing CBD products to treat diseases or for other therapeutic uses, and we have issued several warning letters to, to such firms. Under the FD and C Act, any product intended to have a therapeutic or medical use and any product other than a food that is intended to affect the structure or function of the body of humans or animals is a drug.
Ew.
Drugs must generally either receive pre-market approval by FDA through the new drug application process, which, by the way, takes like fucking 30 years unless there's a cold going around and we got to fucking...
Oh, my God. Tell me about it. Then we can have something done.
Yeah, I got to show you fucking 3 decades of fucking research. But fucking Wonder Boy Whiz Kid with his fucking My First Chemistry set has got a fucking cure for the fucking thing that's killing the world.
Good job, little
Fuck
Pfizer
outta
boy.
here.
Good job, little Pfizer boy. You did it.
Fuck out of here. Drugs, okay. Or conform to a monograph for a particular drug category as established by FDA's over-the-counter drug review. CBD was not an ingredient considered under the OTC drug review. An unapproved new drug cannot be distributed or sold in interstate commerce.
So how do they do it?
It's not a drug.
So
It's a food supplement.
You just say FDA.
It's a food supplement. Yeah, it's a food supplement. This product's had no FDA testing.
I like when it says that.
I do too. Dude,
I really do.
I'll fucking go out of my way. That's why I buy a cup of lemonade at every kid's fucking lemonade stand that I pass. It's not because
You're aggressive about it too.
I am. I do. I make the kid upsell me. I do.
You do.
These are fucking these are lessons that kids should learn.
That is good.
But more
That
than
is good.
anything, I'm supporting that fucking black lemonade market because I don't believe in the black market, baby. I believe in the free market, and I don't need somebody to fucking tell me, look, I got a history with this compound. It makes me feel better. I take it. I don't need some fucking turtle fucking in a suit telling me if I can take it or not. I don't need it.
Well, there's only like 100 years of people taking it and feeling pretty good about themselves. So whatever, man.
The FDA continues to be concerned at the proliferation of products asserting to contain CBD that are marketed for therapeutic or medical uses, although they have not been approved by the FDA. Often, such products are sold online and are therefore available throughout the country. Selling unapproved products with unsubstantiated therapeutic claims is not only a violation of the law, but also can put patients at risk, as these products have not been proven to be safe or effective. This deceptive marketing of unproven treatments also raises significant public health concerns because patients and other consumers may be influenced not to use approved therapies to treat serious or even fatal diseases. Why? It's regular with our approvals where we'll prescribe 12, 13, 14-year-old kids Wellbutrin, and then they blow their fucking brains all over their parents' ceiling because we approved the fucking drug. Fuck you.
Yep. Fuck you.
Fuck
Unlike drugs approved by the FDA, products that have not been subject to... I've never heard of a kid, by the way, taking CBD and fucking ending their life. I haven't. Not as a fucking catalyst. If we're going to say it. But here's what the FDA has said. Unlike drugs approved by the FDA, products that have not been subject to FDA review as part of the drug approval process have not been evaluated as to whether they work, what the proper dosage may be if they do work, how they could interact with other drugs, or whether they have dangerous side effects, once again, like suicidal ideations, like fucking half of the fucking pharmaceuticals that we approve, whether they have dangerous side effects or other safety concerns. The agency has and will continue to monitor the marketplace and take action as needed to protect the public health against companies illegally selling cannabis and cannabis-derived products that put consumers at risk and that are being marketed for therapeutic uses for which they are not approved. Why, just last week, we approved a new benzodiazepine that will make sure that your mother is completely absent from your entire upbringing because she's running away from the things that are actually hurting her inside. She's not fixing those problems. She's just masking them, and it's allowing her to be a productive zombie in this society.
No, you don't want to feel.
You don't want to feel anything. Now, CBD might actually help with a little homeostasis, a little hormonal balance. It could help. We haven't done the studies yet, but it seems like it would be safer to use it than or to use the products that we make in a lab that are killing people every day at an outrageous clip than to just take this fucking compound from a plant that grows naturally in the ground.
Well, Craig, you're really going to love this one because WebMD...
Should we get it after the fucking break?
Well, real quick, WebMD headline of this fucking story is Kids Poisoned by Medical Marijuana Study Finds. On WebMD, kids poisoned by medical marijuana, children helping themselves to drug-laced cookies and brownies. 12 kids could have been unintentionally poisoned with the drug in Colorado since it's been legalized. 12, possibly. The symptoms of the serious marijuana poisoning in children included sleepiness and balance problems. You're fucking clowns.
You're all fucking clowns.
You're all fucking clowns. You don't get to make decisions for me anymore. You probably all schmear.
Oh, they're smearers without a doubt.
No doubt.
There's not a single bidet in that entire building.
And they're gonna tell us how to live our lives. They got a dirty ass.
You're a goddamn heathen. A cave person. Clean your ass.
Clean your asshole.
Get a fucking bidet, you freak.
Here, guys, I got a good rule. Here, hey, I'm going to stand up. I'm a politician. I'm here. I'm going to tell you, here's the deal. We need to follow these steps to get cannabis to the point it is. Excuse me, sir. First question. Do you have a dirty asshole?
Sir, when
what do
you
you mean by
shit,
that?
what I mean, sir, is when you shit. I want to build on my friend's question here. I think what he's trying to ask you is when you shit, do you actually clean your ass, or do you just wipe shit all over your skin until you pretend that it disappeared?
Are you smearing, sir? Is what we're dual
Are
question
you
here.
smearing the poop? Because I'm going to be honest with you, sir. What was your name, sir?
Colonel Dickhead.
Colonel Chet Von Penal
Gland
Liquor. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have a hard time following you into battle with a dirty asshole, sir.
Yeah, can't do it. A lot of your ideas sound good, but with your mouth attached to a dirty asshole,
can't do it.
I just can't
do it. It's the same pipe, bud. You're gonna have a clean one up here and a dirty one down there.
What am I gonna get my ass wet? Bidets are weird.
Yeah, you are, bud.
Yeah,
also,
they're
maybe
super
try
weird and
making
clean.
your significant other come. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe once.
Maybe just one
Try
time.
it.
Maybe one time.
See the toes
Go
curl.
home. Put a little effort in.
Watch the eyes roll back, see the toes curl, and it'll change you.
It'll will change you.
As a human It'll make you
everything
better.
that you do in this world
It'll make her better.
will make you more of a giver. You will be looking to how to improve the world around you rather than how to improve your station within it. We got to go to break, sir. I hope during the break when you're listening to our sponsors, you order a bidet so you no longer have shit caked all around your rectum. It's
You're
disgusting.
mashing it in.
It's
You're
disgusting.
mashing it
Give
in.
me some dirt on my arm. What are you going to do with that, bud? I'm also
With tissue.
What are you going to?
You're not even giving me a rag. You're not even going to give me a rag.
You're a fucking clown. You're a fucking clown. These are our sponsors. Welcome to Hoosier Sophisticate. We love you.
Fucking clowns.
Fucking clown shoes, man.
Back in 5 minutes.
Oh, hey. It's Adam McChesney with Ms. Marketing. We specialize in lead generation, filling your pipeline, and taking care of your payments. Give us a call today.
Adam from Ms. Marketing took me from 10 leads to 300 leads in a month, and I became the strongest boy in the schoolyard.
He increased the revenue for my charter fishing business by 30% in 1 month. Ms. Marketing.
What was that Facebook algorithm? What was that Instagram? Ms. Marketing.
I know it's late, baby, but you got me thinking about my dream home.
Yeah, girl. Bungeon Property Group doesn't just sell houses, they sell dreams. You know when the best time to talk about dreams is? In the middle of the night. That's why Bungeon Property Group is famously open 24 hours a day, so you can whisper sweet nothings in the middle of the night. Oh yeah. Tell me all your dreams of white picket fences, in-ground pools, and I'll find them for you. In an area with a low crime rate, general proximity to nice parks, walking distance to the grocery store, easy access to the highways. A place where you can offer a quality education to your children, all while feeling safe in your front yard while they play. Let me talk that dream house talk to you. Let me be your dream realtor.
Hey, DJ Shabba.
Hey, ladies. I'm gonna smoke a little weed, boy.
I wanna grow some trees, boy.
When I grow all the weed that I smoke,
And I blow all the trees that he grows.
and I smoke all the weed that I grow,
And I grow all the trees that he smokes.
well, I'm growing and I'm smoking.
So I go see Bo.
And I smoke what I grow, yeah.
Grow active solution.
And I'm growing the hydro.
Bo knows hydro.
And I'm growing the hydro.
Grow active solutions.
Bono hydro. Bono hydro. Bono hydro. Bono how to grow. Bono how to grow. Grow active solution. Bono how to grow. Grow active solution.
Welcome back, Hour 3, Hoosier Sophisticate Morning Show. We're talking all things weed today, and I'm just, we're at wit's end, guys. We're at wit's end. Yes, we're making progress. Yes, we can celebrate progress. If we can potentially just double down on anything, it's that as a patient in Missouri, the one thing that we definitely got right with our medical program is our home grow capabilities. If you're caregiving or if you're cultivating for yourself and 2 other people, you can have 54 plants in your grow. Bono hydro, bono how to grow. Here he comes. You can grow a lot of plants, guys, and you should be growing a lot of plants. You should take charge of your health. You should take charge of your medicine. Steve is getting me fired up to do it because if he can do it, I think I can probably do it. I don't know.
I need to get out of the way.
Yeah, I know.
I need to get out of the way.
Better at it. That's me. I'm always tinkering, bud.
I'm tinkering.
I'm a tinkerer. I get it. Grow your own, Blunt Man to Kill says, no doubt. That's all I want people. I mean, there have been people kind of sounding these trumpets the whole time, saying
yes.
grow your own. And these are people that were also cultivators.
We're growing on the shoulders of giants.
No doubt, man. And like
Eddie Lepp,
just like
Jack
you say
Hare.
all the time, like these are when you find the people that are really good at this, People like Kush Coach, people like Ricky Starling, people like Bo, people like Josh Loftus, people like George Nolan. When you
people like
Jake Treacy, people like Andrea Miller, like I don't know if she wants her name, but I said it.
My God, her and Dennison.
And Dennison growing unbelievable. I don't even know how their leaves stay perfectly.
I don't know how they did
parallel to the floor.
I don't.
They're
know
just
how
straight
they
out.
Did it?
They're straight
I'm
out.
not shitting you. Dennison's looks like the best, and he's growing CBD. You know what I mean? Like just the look of the plants is fucking phenomenal, man.
How about
people
that?
Growing is so
Ricky's the man. If anyone wants to grow but doesn't have seeds and can't afford any, let me know and we'll make sure you get some for free.
Yeah,
Hashtag
seeds,
overgrow.
Seeds are fucking wild.
Also, just while we're on Ricky, there is a Missouri Cannabis Network auction page going on where they are raffling off. But I guess I was just kind of I know that there's always like sought after genetics. I've always known that kind of exists, but like Bo talking to us about aficionado and like what some like cannabis enthusiasts, people that are with these plants every day are paying for those genetics. Like just like with anything that you can get passionate about, there's a niche within the niche that is highly sought after and a very coveted market. And so I want to just shout out, if you guys are interested in potentially scoring some great genetics for dirt cheap, go to the MCN auction page. Ricky, if you want to share a link to it, there are new genetics going up for auction every day, and the proceeds from it are going to help families for the holidays.
I'll teach you how to grow Ricky's seeds for free.
So hit him up, then hit me up. How about that?
Yes, the old 1-2
How about that? And actually, Kush Coach, if you want to shout yours out too, I know he had some online auctions for some sought out OG Eddie Lepp genetics, right? So it's awesome. Hey, just to kind of keep us fired up, bud. What are you on here? What are you?
I was just gonna. This is from yesterday. I wanted to give him a little taste of what.
Oh, top 10 live acts of all time.
What Rolling Stone readers picked as their top 10 live acts of all time.
Okay.
You got something else, or
not just more weed talk, but we can pivot, man. Because all it's going to do is just get us fired up. Honestly, it's okay. It's just people asking why the FDA hasn't approved more products containing cannabis or cannabis derived compounds. So they got to have a good reason.
Yeah.
Why they're not. The FDA is aware that unapproved cannabis or cannabis-derived products are being used for the treatment of a number of medical conditions, including, for example, AIDS wasting, epilepsy, neuropathic pain, spasticity associated with multiple sclerosis, cancer, and chemotherapy-induced nausea.
Aware of that?
To date, FDA has not approved a marketing application for cannabis for the treatment of any disease or condition, and thus has not determined that cannabis is safe and effective for any particular disease or condition. The agency has, however, approved 1 cannabis-derived and 3 cannabis-related products. FDA relies on applicants and scientific investigators to conduct research. The agency's role, as laid out in the FD&C Act, is to review data submitted to the FDA in an application for approval to ensure that the drug product meets the statutory standards for approval. The study of cannabis and cannabis-derived compounds in clinical trial settings is needed to assess the safety and effectiveness of these substances for the treatment of any disease or condition. FDA's December 2016 Guidance for Industry Botanical Drug Development provides specific recommendations on submitting INDs for botanical drug products, such as those derived from cannabis. In support of future marketing applications for these products, the agency's July 2020 draft guidance, Cannabis and Cannabis-Derived Compounds, Quality Considerations for Clinical Research Guidance for Industry, highlights quality considerations for anyone wishing to conduct clinical research in this area, particularly those who are less familiar with the FDA. The FDA will continue to facilitate the work of companies interested in appropriately bringing safe, effective, and quality products to market, including scientifically based research concerning the medicinal uses of cannabis. Additional information concerning research on the medical use of cannabis is available from the National Institutes of Health, particularly the National Cancer Institute and the National Institute on Drug Abuse.
The National Cancer Institute, one of the biggest fucking rackets in all the fucking history of time. Fuck you. Fuck all that shit. I'm sick of people fucking
I'm sick
dying.
of them too. And not to get fucking sidetracked again. All right, what is this? Blunt Man to Kill. Well, first off, these guys are they're on one right here. There's just so many great people in this group. Says your wife, Kush Coach, or Blunt Man says, Kush Coach, I love it. Talking about him teaching how to grow Ricky's genetics for free. What can I offer for free? Dennison says, I'll come smoke and critique your weed for free.
Yeah, I'll do that too. I'll throw my
Kush
hat
Coach
in the ring
says,
and do
I'm
it.
auctioning off jinxproofsdankbank.com genetics for OG Eddie Lepp this Sunday. Shoot me a friend request and join in. Dennison Collar, can't wait until you're able to test it out. We need a Hoosier Cup. I think it would be a great time and offer a critique of home growers. Just an idea. We'll get there. We got some stuff coming down.
I'm already gonna
grow
do
active, and I mean we got some stuff coming.
I'm gonna announce it
down the
right now. The dispensary awards. Hoosier Sophisticate.
Oh, we're giving the dispensary
Cannabis
awards.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's do it.
We'll
is this
handle
gonna
that,
work like
guys.
an award show, like at a
We will handle
conference
this.
where it's like everybody who just fucking had the most money and the biggest names?
And there's a fucking douchebag presiding over
There's
the whole
just an
thing.
awful host.
Just an
He looked good that night,
twat.
though, man. He looked good that night. I'll tell you.
I know.
Had a fresh shaved head.
I
Had
had
a paisley
one guy
coat on.
who was laughing his ass off the whole time. It wasn't you this time.
It wasn't me. I was too busy tripping my face off.
I know. Craig's just in the back. I'm like, why?
I wasn't tripping my face off, but I kind of wish I was. There's people on stilts. There's all kinds of shit.
It would have been better. But yeah, no, well, if we can all help each other, that's the way we're gonna get
Dispensary
through this
awards.
shit.
I'm into it.
And then we're gonna give out some fucking awards to the real people
For who had the best? What are some of the awards we can kind of? Let's spitball this with the crowd. What are some of the things we should award people for? We got
least big cocksucker,
smallest cocksucker,
because you're all cocksuckers. Which one is the least of yours?
Fewest punches to my ball bag. Yeah. That's a good award. That's
because we usually do that award at our yearly.
Yeah, we usually do it at our New Year's party. Fewest
But it's
punches
how
to
many
my
times
ball bag.
can you
Yeah,
punch
but
me
it's
in the ball bag?
And what's really awesome is that thing that we built that we like stand on. It's almost like a lifeguard chair, right?
Yeah.
But there's no back to it. And what you do is you stand
get underneath it.
You stand on it, all right, and you're just kind of right here, all right, and then there's nothing here in the chair, so you're like standing out, and then everybody just gets to come through and just punch me in the balls as many
And
times
you do.
as
You
they
come
can.
through. You
Yeah.
gotta come through.
You're in charge of cleanup, though.
Duh.
Most sophisticated Hoosier. We actually do have a Hoosier of the Year award. We have 2 reigning Hoosiers of the year. We have Brian Kessler from the first year,
Who?
and we have Jennifer Barra from the second year. It's a tight race this year.
I got the money on somebody already.
But I think let's just put it this way: somebody had. We basically were talking about this person potentially being the Hoosier of the Year, like back in May. So,
and I think they were in the running last year too.
yeah, they're always in the running because they're just constantly the good that we want to see in the world. Oh, I hit a mean speed bag. I'll box those babies. I got a speed bag in my basement. We should bring it in here.
Yeah?
Yeah, we should bring it in here.
We need to get one of those pull-up things. Too.
I have one. I'll bring that in. I'll bring that.
Doors like a fucking jackalope.
It'd still work on that.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. Of course, if it's just glued up there, then it'll probably fall off.
What is going on here?
Is there something I can look up? Is it Rolling Stone?
It's on Trello.
Okay, good
It's
enough.
on Trello.
It's on our business thing that we set up so that we don't have to do this on the show. I'm sorry.
Well, I was getting it. It's
No.
just
I know.
a
I'm
piece
saying
of dog
I'm
shit.
taking a shot at myself. It's on that thing that you prepared.
yeah.
Long before the show. Okay, great.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's the one, bud.
All right, here we
Down there in
go.
that show.
These are the top 10 live acts of all time. Well, now this is kind of a different conversation, right? Because we
This
talked
is just
about,
what Rolling Stone
right?
said.
When we talked about the best ones that we've been to. Now, I mean, what do I think are some of the dude? I hope it's on here, but. Did you ever get down on the MTV Unplugged? I mean, it's kind of a stupid question.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody did, right? Like,
that's the only time I really had an affinity for Nirvana. I was never a big Nirvana
one of
guy.
the better ones. One of the better ones. My favorite one is easily Alice in Chains.
The Man Who Sold the World became one of my favorite songs. That's not even.
It's a Bowie song.
Bowie, yeah.
Yep. It's just weird because there's Bowie right there. All right. Top 10 live shows of all time. Number 10.
I know 10 was Kiss.
Kiss knows exactly what their audience wants. Explosions, fireballs, loud guitars, and lots of hits. It's the reason why a Kiss show from 1975 isn't that different than one today, even though they replaced 2 of the original members. The band said farewell in 2000. Band said farewell in 2000, but everybody knew that was bullshit. They were back on the road 3 years later and been touring ever since. Fans rightfully bitch about the absence of Space Ace Frehley and Peter the Cat Chris, but that doesn't stop many of them from buying tickets.
Peter Chris is a fucking cat.
Dude, you got Space Ace.
I know.
Yeah.
The Demon.
Starman? Is that what Paul Stanley is? Star Child? Something fucking, who knows? Best Kiss song, go.
Detroit Rock City,
100%.
that or
Love Gun. Love Gun.
Love Gun is great too. But when I
Detroit Rock City is my fucking jam.
That Beth,
Yeah.
Beth, you know I'm calling. I didn't even know that was a fucking Kiss song until I heard it.
Well, what was the one where they took their makeup off? Was that Lick It Up? Lick it up! Lick it up! Oh!
I thought that was Leopard. I thought that was definitely.
I'm pretty sure that's Kiss without the makeup.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, I'm with it.
Yep. Kiss. Look at that. Look, dude, the fucking picture of the. Look at these fucking dickheads.
That chick's hot.
That chick is kind of hot. Why does Gene Simmons look like the Incredible Hulk? Like Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk is what I'm getting at, except not strong.
Jesus.
All right, number 9.
I don't know. I haven't looked at these.
The Grateful Dead.
Okay.
What more can be said about the Grateful Dead? I mean, arguably, couldn't you say they're the best live show considering they've had people traveling with them for 50 fucking years,
Yeah,
60 years?
You could say that.
What more can be said about the Grateful Dead? During their 30-year odyssey, they built up a devoted fan base unrivaled in rock history and basically invented a whole new genre of music. It's called Eat All of This and Noises Are Gonna Sound Cool.
I love that genre.
Yeah, it's a great genre. I do too. I get spongly all the time. While most bands of their era were playing rehearsed shows with a very strict set list, the Grateful Dead played epic shows that changed radically from night to night. Luckily, almost all of it was documented by tapers, leading to endless debates about when the band peaked. In Europe, 1972, at the very tail end of the Pigpen era. How about the American tour in the fall of 1978? Some say it was all downhill after 68, while others point to the early 80s as an underappreciated time of wonder. Regardless, the surviving members of the band continue to tour today in constantly shifting permutations, and the fans continue to follow them around the country. You're having a little struggle today, huh, pal?
Can I just toss this? I'm going to fucking toss this thing.
I get it. Number 8. We're at home, saw a picture of mountain town.
Lemon yellow sun.
Unleash the lion. When you see Pearl Jam, you never quite know what kind of show you're going to get. Give attention, no. What a fact that what did it? Hey, King Jeremy the Wicked. How about that video, man?
I couldn't watch it as a kid.
Oh, that video it wasn't even the kid shooting up the classroom that was the part. It was this.
Yeah, I didn't care for the video.
I love the video. It was a cinematic masterpiece.
It was. That's why I hated it.
Was that was the kid fucking No, it wasn't. Why do I always think that was Edward Furlong that played that kid in the video? It's not, though.
Not?
It's not. Is it? Yeah, I don't think it is. It's a nobody. Who
why does that
played
sound familiar?
Jeremy in the Pearl Jam video. Nobody knows. Trevor Wilson's the kid name.
Oh, Trevi Wills?
Yeah, Trevor Wills. He did it. They have an uncensored version of that song. So
Nope. Don't need that.
if you want to see that. Sometimes they play like all the early hits, Jeremy, Black Alive, while the very next night it might be deep tracks from Yield, Riot Act, No Code. Regardless of what they perform, Pearl Jam approaches every show with a Springsteen-like level of passion and respect for their fans. They go out of their way to make each show special, often extending out the encores for well over an hour. It's one reason why they continue to pack giant venues without radio hits or much mainstream media attention. Really? Like, I feel like they're quite a bit of fucking attention. I don't know.
Yeah.
Number 7's Queen.
They've been listed as one on other lists I've seen.
Queen?
Yeah.
Dude, the Live Aid concert is...
My dad had that on tape.
Are you kidding me? Like, it's fucking... It's so good, dude. It's that performance is probably the greatest live performance of all time. When he's got fucking, 200,000 people at Wembley? Hey-o! And he's got the whole fucking doing his little...
Yeah, I love that shit,
unbelievable, dude. Freddie was a cockslinger.
Oh, God, yeah.
Freddie was a cockslinger.
Would you have boned him?
Freddie?
Yeah.
No. Not my speed.
Really? I think Freddie could have got me.
You think Freddie could have got you, or you could have got Freddie?
Oh, he could have got me.
Who's topping in that situation?
Oh, I'm sure it's a...
Trade-off?
Yeah.
Just a trade-off, just a mess of sweat and goo.
Digits.
Settle down, Alan. Settle down, Alan. We'll get to it in a minute, all right? Jesus, we're trying to talk about Queen right now. Live Aid had one of the most impressive lineups ever, Steve. The Who, Led Zeppelin, U2, Bob Dylan, David Bowie, Neil Young, many more.
They played in different places, right? Or was it all in one?
The first one, I think, was all at Wembley, wasn't it?
Okay.
I could be wrong. It was Queen, however, that completely stole the show. By that point, they were amongst the best live bands on the planet.
It was
punk and new wave bands
simultaneously
were okay.
In Wembley and JFK Stadium in Philly.
Okay.
So there were 72,000 people in Wembley and 90,000 people
at
in
JFK. No shit.
It broadcast across 150 nations. Audience of 1.9 billion.
Good.
Approximately 40% of the world population at the time watched it.
So I watched like a documentary not too long ago about Queen, and because they got Adam Lambert to be their frontman for a while. Dude's pretty impressive. I mean, from American Idol, they can fucking blow.
Which guy? Oh yeah,
Adam Lambert.
He
can
great.
He can
He
fucking
is great.
he can sing, dude. But they also they toured with Paul Rogers for a while from Bad Company. That fucking dude, Paul Rogers has some great blues albums. Like his solo stuff is tremendous. He's an underrated frontman for sure. Anyway, none of them captured the magic that
Tom Petty,
This is in America?
Joan Baez, Jack Nicholson hosted it. Madonna, Keith Richards, Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, The Who, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young reunion.
Hell yeah!
Original Black Sabbath, Beach Boys with Brian Wilson, Zeppelin, Phil Collins.
Damn, dude!
Bryan Adams, Teddy Pendergrass.
Dude, Teddy Pendergrass.
Judas
that dude
Priest.
was slaying wool.
Oh, dude. Duran Duran. Was that it? Fucking.
Oh, it
Clapton?
was Kush Coach wanting to see Kush Coach. Were you wanting to see Kisses look from Lick It Up? I can't play the video, but I can show you what they look like if that's what you were asking for. I can do that, bud. I can do that.
Maybe.
All right, what else you got? Who's next? Is
it The Who?
No, actually, it's U2.
Oh.
U2's evolution into a great life.
them.
Dude, I'm okay. You know what?
I hate them.
I got to separate like Bono from the band because they have written some of my favorite songs. One of my favorite fucking jokes I ever heard of. We have a buddy who is not married yet, but plans to get married. You know, we were sitting around a table. We're talking about, you know, what's going to be your first dance with your wife? You know, this is a decade ago, maybe longer. You know, when you finally find that gal that you love, you know, and you're going to spend the rest of your life with, what's your first dance going to be? And we kind of all go around the room, you know. And he comes up to Joey and he goes, "Oh, that's easy. That's Instacall. It's U2. Still haven't found what I'm looking for."
But I still haven't.
Can you imagine that? You're at a wedding. The bride and groom take a center stage. They're slow dancing. Dude, I still haven't found what I'm looking for. One of the funniest fucking things I ever heard. One thing that was really cool with U2, and I have heard, like when they did the 360 tour or whatever at Busch Stadium, I had several people who were kind of ambivalent towards U2. Like, just, whatever. They're fine. They came back and they're like, probably the greatest concert I've ever seen. So I have heard that their concerts are out of control. But whenever we
I don't need him selling me a fucking red iPhone to cure cancer.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm with you on that. Bono's always been kind of insufferable. But hey, you want to use your fucking station to make the world better, whatever.
No, do your I just think it's all posturing bullshit.
It is.
But
100% it is.
I just don't like any of their songs. Pretty simple. Like,
dude, With or Without You is such a good tune.
God, that is awful. Is that the song they play when it's fucking Rachel?
Ross and Rachel. Oh my God, you're gonna go to Friends to judge that song? Yeah, it came out 10 years before. It's such a good song. Without you, I can't live.
God, it's awful. It is.
Without you.
They are one of the worst bands of all time. The only song that they have that is decent.
Don't you fucking say it.
Don't
you say it.
I wanna run.
Streets with No Name.
Yeah,
it's a great tune.
The beginning of that song.
Great tune.
The beginning of
Dude,
Edge
is a fucking pretty interesting guitarist. Like,
he's a cunt. I saw him on an interview, and I'm like,
Did you ever watch the
cool.
Did you ever watch the
You're that
documentary
cool.
with him and
You're not that cool.
What's it called?
With him,
with Jack White and Jimmy Page.
That's where I saw him. And I was like, this guy's
You were
a
like,
bitch.
oh my God, I fucking love I wish I was as cool as the Edge.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
That's exactly what I go, man, I wish I was edging like the Edge.
The one thing that I actually did love from U2, back in the old days when the old Science Center.
Got to get yourself together, cause you're stuck in a moment.
I can tell you their best song right now. Their best song right now is off of the Batman Forever soundtrack, which we already covered last week when we did Kiss from a Rose.
We've done it. Okay,
We've
guys,
done.
covered
But Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me is a fucking rockin' fucking tune that they did. But anyway, what I was getting at, the coolest thing I ever saw with U2, the old Science Center, St. Louis. Who do I have to fucking petition to bring this back? Do you remember Laserium at the Science Center?
Yeah,
Did you ever go to any of them?
I did not.
Dude. As like, I want to go back as an adult psychonaut now, because one of my birthdays, that's what we did. We were like, whatever, members at the Science Center. I don't want to brag or anything, but we were members. We got us tickets to fucking Omnimax and stuff. I know, dude. I want to brag. But it came with. So one year I took 10, 12 of my buddies, and my dad took us to go see. And unfortunately, and I hadn't really discovered how awesome Pink Floyd was yet at the time, because Dark Side ran there for fucking 25 years.
Oh, I bet. That's what my dad and his friends.
But they had
Paul Hewson.
U2.
That's Bono's real name, Paul Hewson.
For real?
Yeah.
Is it really? I didn't know. I figured his parents just fucking hated him.
David Evans, the Edge.
Is that the
We're
Edge?
The Edge and Bono. What a fucking nicknames.
No doubt. It's pretty pretentious. There was a laser show. It was Metallica was one of them, and the other one was U2. And, dude, they were fucking legit.
Really?
Metallica was awesome. But they got to bring Laserium back. It's the fucking – I was looking it up. I was like, where can you even go see a laser projectionist now? Remember that deal I found? Was it yesterday that we found that when you showed me the fucking guy with the didgeridoo and the sound? Or was that 2 days ago? It might have been 2 days ago. The laser harp. We're getting a laser harp for the studio, bud. We just need a laser harp is what I'm getting at. We're getting off on all kinds of tangents. Point is, bring back Laserium. U2's just okay. Number 5 on the list, best live show, Led Zeppelin. This isn't even like they're just saying just bands. They should be calling out actual shows as the best shows. But whatever. Unlike the Who and many other rock bands, unlike the Who and many other rock bands, Led Zeppelin knew when it was time to call it quits. Well, that and their drummer died. For 12 years, they had toured the world relentlessly, practically inventing hard rock along the way. So also, I think what's his face? His fucking kid died too, didn't he? Robert Plant's kid. Then drummer John Bonham died in '80, and the group pulled the plug on the whole thing. Despite pleas from concert promoters, fans, and his 2 surviving bandmates, Robert Plant refused to bring Zeppelin back on the road, leaving their reputation pristine. In 2007, he agreed to a one-off reunion in London that provided they hadn't lost much with age, but the ever-stubborn Plant refused to do anything more with the band. The ever-stubborn Plant.
Floyd got to be up there. There's Floyd.
Number 4 is Pink Floyd. Reunions are supposed to be pale, pathetic retreads of the past, but when the classic Pink Floyd lineup took to the stage together for the first time in 24 years at 2005's Live 8, It was pure magic. I remember that for me was must-see TV.
Damn.
I was planted in front of that motherfucker.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, dude, I mean,
What year was this?
that was 05.
Okay.
For years, Waters and the rest of the band had been touring separately as they sniped at each other in the press, but for these 4 songs, they were again the same unit that brought stadiums of 70,000 people to a stunned hush
Do
in
you
the
remember
70s.
it?
I do, but it was like it was only 4 songs. Like, dude, you got my favorite band of all time. You did it. You got them back together. Give them a set. Maybe they didn't want to do a set.
Oh.
You know, that's fine. But back then, they turned football stadiums into fantasy lands, airplanes flying overhead, pigs hovering above the stage. In 1980, they brought it to the next level by building a wall on stage. Sadly, Richard Wright's death in 08 makes another complete reunion impossible, though relations between Gilmore and Waters have thawed to the point that a brief run of shows is no longer a completely impossible thought, just very, very unlikely. I went and saw last year Nick Mason, the heartbeat of Pink Floyd, the drummer. We talked about him a little bit yesterday. He's traveling, and they're playing like all early 60s psychedelic Syd Barrett Pink Floyd stuff that's kind of never played on the radio. Number 3 is The Who, bud. When The Who first came to America in 67, they were crammed in the middle of a bill between the Blue Magoos and the headliners Herman's Hermits.
Okay.
The crowd of teeny boppers didn't know what to make of Pete Townsend smashing his guitar, Keith Moon destroying his drum kit, or Roger Daltrey screaming that he wanted to die before he got old. When they returned in 69 to support their landmark concept, Tommy, they had become rock gods, playing the disc straight through at opera houses and hailed by critics as the second coming. Keith Moon's death in 78 hobbled the group tremendously, as did John Entwistle's in 2002. Yet even with half the band literally dead, they continue to put on an amazing show.
Dude, I was watching The Kids Are All Right yesterday in Sweet Leaf Studios, Sweet Leaf Emporium, and here in Festus. I put shows out there.
Yeah.
I put them on the screen. You can just come here and hang out. We can watch a show together. I put on The Kids Are All Right, and it's the, the Smothers Brothers show. Didn't they had a show? Two brothers, they had a show, and that's where they sang My Generation. They have like this dry humor part before they go on, right? So I think that was the Smothers Brothers. This is what it reminded me of. The Who on the Smothers Brothers show. I just want to make sure I'm getting that right. Yeah. So they do on the Smothers Brothers comedy show. So one of the Smothers Brothers comes out, and it's like, oh, hi, what's your name? And it's like, I'm Pete. And he's like, okay. Like, it's this real dry, tense comedy between them all, you know? And they're having a good old time, and Keith Moon's always fucking with people in all of these interviews. And then they come out and sing My Generation. And it's like, people try to put us down, and he like emphasizes the stutter in this live version because it's supposed to be a take on well, the youth are scared and we don't know what we're doing. You guys know all of the answers to everything. Why I fucking love The Who. A lot of their songs are based in fuck you, I know what I'm doing with my fucking life, okay? I don't need any fucking shit from you. So then they're at the end of, they're playing, people try, and it's kind of like, they're wearing just a psychedelic shit. Entwistle's sitting there in all black, just like, and the heart and soul of that fucking band. Yeah, Townsend's out there fucking wheeling the guitar. Daltrey's singing as loud as he can. But Entwistle, when you see him playing the bass, and it's going, he's like rolling it with his fingers, and you're realizing, oh shit, there's like another layer here. And then the way Keith Moon plays the drums, he's like, and he's kind of holding them up like this, and then he'll go hit it real weird, and then he's holding one thing in the air and he's hitting it, and then he's hitting a gong. It is so fucking wild. At the end of the show, it's like, kind of turns into that classic 60s pop, and where they start going, and they start playing their instruments real weird. He's hitting the drum off time. Then they just start fucking smashing the guitars. Pete Townsend smashing the guitar. Entwistle's still just kind of fucking standing there. I fucking love it. And then Keith Moon drops a fucking pipe bomb.
Dude, it blew his ears up.
Blew fucking Townsend's...
yeah, he's deaf.
You see Townsend after his hair is totally standing, and he's going, walking around. And Keith Moon's like, Oh shit!
That one might have been a bit much, guys.
See how big that was? He almost killed me, Townsend. That's why I fucking love the Who.
I agree. Number 2 is Rolling Stones.
Okay.
Began in 1962. Rock and roll was not even a decade old, and the lifespan of a band was
They
about
have
3
the
or 4
most
years at best.
songs
5
that I like.
decades later, the Rolling Stones are still filling stadiums, even as the members are now approaching their 70th birthdays. Along the way, they perfected the art of the concert. Their infamous 1969 tour proved that rock can work in basketball arenas, and their legendary tours of 72 and 75 rank up amongst the greatest in rock history.
Sweet.
They've been off the road for 4 years now, but don't be shocked if the machine revs up again. Oh, this is old. They were saying that in 2012. The machine revving back up. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band is number 1. Last weekend, we asked our readers to vote for their favorite live acts of all time. The results have been tabulated, and here they are. As always, we merely counted the votes, so you only have yourselves to blame if you don't like them. The winner, without a close second anywhere in sight, was Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. When Springsteen began performing with the E Street Band in 1972, it was a 4-man group with Clarence Clemens on the Grugux King? That Clarence Clemens? Doesn't Clarence Clemens play with Dave Matthews? Danny Federici on the organ, Vinny Mad Dog Lopez on the drums, and Gary Talent on the bass. When the group last toured in 2009, this is old, there were 11 people on stage with Springsteen, and although the sound has grown more elaborate, the band hasn't lost any of the passions or the power they originally had. They've been off the road for about a year and a half, but the rumor mill says that in 2012 may be in the works. A couple of things about that.
No, this is Clarence Clemens.
Yeah, I know. Did he? Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, he used to play with Dave Matthews.
He did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, so it's no secret. Clarence or
thought you were getting mixed up with Boyd Tinsley.
No, Boyd was the fiddle player.
Yep.
Yeah, but he wasn't the Grugux King though. Let's find out who that was.
He had a duet with Jackson Brown. Well, the dude
Leroy Moore. Leroy was the guy that played all the woodwinds in Dave's band. Like, dude, the recording of Number 41, like at Central Park, like he just fucking slays, dude. There's
Steve Van Zandt. He's the bassist, I think.
For whom?
For
Bruce. For Bruce. Well, so that's what I was.
And he was fucking
big deal too, right?
He was in The Sopranos.
Is that the same dude?
Yeah.
He's also in the fucking Christmas Chronicles. I didn't know he was actually a bassist. That's fucking hilarious. I had no idea.
He might be guitarist. I don't know if he's bass.
Whatever he is, he's a guitarist.
Yeah, he's a guitarist.
Okay. No shit.
I thought he played bass.
I'll be damned.
I know.
Anyway, so like, Bruce Springsteen, to me, like, I could see how he would be voted the number 1 live act, even though I haven't even watched him, because of the comparisons people always make of him to the Avets or of him to Dave Matthews.
Sure.
Those types of bands are fucking, A, your lyrics are deep, B, the musicianship is out of control. Like, I'm with it. I'm just going to force myself. I just got to do it. I got to stop making excuses. I got to fucking just sit down.
His popular songs suck.
I think that's probably the deal.
I don't like his popular songs.
They kind of
Born to Run is fine.
Me a little bit. I love
Born
the
in the
lyric.
USA
I love the
sucked.
lyric. Tramps like us, baby, we were born to run. I love that.
A lot of his songs are like, the world's fucking against us, baby. You're gonna hop in this
let's
fucking
go.
V8 and we're gonna get out of here.
Okay, real quick. I want to. What? Alan, fuck. Alan's raising his hand over there.
Fine. What do you need, bud?
Steve, I can't stop thinking about you and Freddie Mercury greasing each other up and swapping spunk.
Mm-hmm.
You got this old robot rock hard buddy. You're the true jizzmeister.
Okay, thanks, bud. I'm the true fucking
You're the true
jizzmeister.
jizzmeister, dude.
Ooh, squirt.
Yeah, you forget. Okay, real quick, I did want to do this for.
Squirt.
I did want to do this for the Kush Coach because he didn't even know like Kiss Without Makeup existed. So I'm not gonna play. I can't play the music.
Do it.
But I can
Forget it.
Yeah,
Do
right
it.
at the end. I could.
Shut us down.
Fuck them. Feed them fish heads. But I can find what we got here. Here we go.
Feed him fish heads.
Here we go. Here we go. If you haven't seen Kiss Without Makeup, Now is your chance. Go to YouTube, search up Lick It Up, and
Lick
you will
it
get the
up.
video
Lick it up.
of Kiss
Lick
without
it up.
making. Oh, lick it up. We gonna sing a song today?
Yeah, why not?
What do you want to sing? It's getting close.
I could do.
Oh no, they said. That's them right there, bud. Put the makeup back on. That is them. I'd love to play that jam for you. I do love a little fucking Love Gun though.
Don't want to wait till you know me better. Let's just be glad for the time together. Life's such a treat. It's time you taste it. There ain't no reason on earth to waste it. It's a crime.
It ain't a crime to be good to yourself.
Lick it up, lick it up. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
only right now. Lick it up. Lick it up.
Don't need to wait. Don't need to wait for an invitation. Gotta live like you're on vacation. There's something sweet you can't buy with money. Lick it up. If all you need. So believe me, honey, it ain't a crime to be good to yourself.
Oh
That's
man,
all it
this
is,
dude's
dude.
just are they just telling us to eat jizz? Is that what I'm understanding?
I got ass. I got ass out of that.
Oh, you think?
I want them to eat, I think they want us to eat ass. Or lick up any type of fluid. I'm sure that's in play. That's in play. Lick it up. Lick it up.
Squirt.
Oh, there he is. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Ooh, squirt.
Squirt. Buddy, it's been a fun show today. I feel like we really got some of the poison out. I feel like we got a little bit of the poison out.
We
talking
never have
about
fun around here,
talking
okay?
about cannabis.
I ain't
in
trying to
Missouri.
have fun.
Talking about cannabis in general. I tuned in last night for you to go through your garden a little bit. That was fun.
I'll be doing that more.
You made me fucking very nervous. You made me very nervous because everybody in the line is like, "Don't fucking cut it, bro!" It's like you're trying to figure out, red wire, black wire, green wire. There's everybody behind you are bomb makers, and they're like, "Don't fucking cut the green one. Whatever you do, don't cut the green one." Steve's like, "I'll tell you what, this green one's bugging the fuck out of me."
I just got an innate sense to want to cut that.
Made me it ain't a crime to be good to yourself. Oh yeah. Yep. It's true, guys. What are we gonna sing? What are we gonna sing today, bud?
I mean, I got a Bruce one.
I mean, I probably don't know the song, but
I got a Bruce one.
knock yourself out. You wanna fucking
I'll do that shit without you.
damn, he's really good. He doesn't need him at all. He should keep singing Bruce Springsteen's song. That's what he should do.
Do Bruce Springsteen covers.
Steve, what's the likelihood if you pick up your guitar, somebody asks you to play Freebird?
Did someone do it?
No, nobody did. I'm not encouraging that.
60%. I got Better Man by Pearl Jam.
How about Black by Brad? It'd be tough on acoustic. Just play whatever you want to do, dude. I'll get in where I fit in. I'm going to tell you about all the sponsors because we were talking about Bruce Springsteen, which is the perfect segue into the greatest goddamn insurance agent that has ever walked the face of the planet. His name's James Carlton, okay? You can call him at 314-961-4800, okay? And when you do, he's going to show you an offering of insurance products you didn't even know you needed. He's going to save you money on the insurance you're currently providing for yourself. He's going to take the things that you love and the people that you love and put them under his gentle umbrella of love and protection. Okay? That's what James Carlton does. He's like Rihanna, and he just wants to put you under his umbrella, under his umbrella. Okay? This umbrella represents protection of your things and the people that you love so that when you finally kick the bucket, God willing, your family is provided for. All right? This is serious fucking business, Jack, and this is why you need to reach out to James Carlton today. CarltonInsurance.net. Just do it. Just do it. You see, what happens is Adam Bundren in the middle of the night, first off, he sleeps naked. That's fine. Most of us do. He does it in satin sheets because he's a very successful real estate agent, and he can afford the finest threads and silks to lay his naked, hard body on every night. The missing part of this equation, the missing part to get him to where maybe he could take Steve on as being the true Jizzmeister, is you calling him to 3 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, somewhere in there. And you say, Adam, I need you to talk to me about my dream home. I need you to talk that dream house talk to me. And he will. And he will, and he won't even put clothes on to do it. That's how, that you can rest assured that he is naked as a jaybird when he's talking to you about your dream home. That's what he's trying to do. Once he helps you buy your dream home, then you're going to call James Carlton. James Carlton's going to protect it. They work together. They work together because they're both handsome gentlemen that appreciate Bruce Springsteen. Adam McChesney is going to get people from all over the internet, all over the world, in front of the products and services that you offer or your organization offers. That's what he's going to do. Social media is becoming an incessant wasteland of just shit, okay? And it's harder and harder to get in front of the people you're trying to resonate with. That's what Adam McChesney is going to help you with. Dennison Collard, what he's going to do is he's going to cram oil in your gullet, okay? This isn't FDA-approved oil. We all know that. This is oil that he just makes, and you can do with it whatever the fuck you want. That's what he says. He goes, here's my oil. Do with it what you will. That's what he says. All right, and I'll tell you what I do with it. I fucking take it, and it makes me feel better. It makes my brain work better. It makes me want to take on the day. It's never had any ill negative side effects. This is just my own personal testing. Hasn't been tested through the FDA. I'm giving you my own anecdotal experience, and I'm also parroting the experience of hundreds of, if not thousands of people who I've heard tell a similar story that, hey, this stuff that's being made by Native Hemp Extract is making my life better and making my health better. So maybe I should go to nativehempextract.com, enter the code HOSO at checkout, get a significant discount, cram some oil down my gullet, get to feeling a little better. Maybe that's what I should do. The Spanish Society, Outreach, and Vibe Tribe and Brian Kessler, we're collecting money to give to people before the holidays because that's what we do. We love people, okay? And when you love people, you're going to go out of your way. You're going to go out of your way to make sure that they're taken care of. And God damn it, that's what the Vibe Tribe, Spanish Society Outreach, Brian Kessler's been doing. If you got an extra $1 to Venmo them, for every 500, we're giving it to another family. That's what we're doing. Sweet Leaf Emporium gives us a fucking headquarters to take on the drug war, and we sit in here and we take fucking jabs at the government for them trying to keep the man down, because that's all they're doing. They're trying to keep the man down, and I'm tired of them keeping the fucking man down. All right?
Keep us down,
they're not keeping me down, fucking Jack. All right? They're not keeping me down.
Ooh, squirt.
Yeah!
You know what I'm talking? Get him, Alan. Squirt on him, baby. Guys, that's pretty much covers our sponsors, but a sponsor that does not sponsor the show. This is a free sponsorship right here. Go home.
Hellbig's got a big wiener too.
Hellbig's got the biggest wiener. Kush Coach has got a medium wiener.
Could get bigger.
Okay, his could be growing. It's in the process of growing. Bo knows hydro, though.
Bo does know.
Bo knows hydro. He set Steve up with his whole grow that he took you through last night. Many of you were like, no, don't fucking cut it. He's like, I'll fucking cut it. You don't fucking tell me what to do. I'll cut it. Yeah, I'll fucking cut the fucking stem. I'll hang it right now, bro.
Christmas tree.
Bo knows hydro. Grow Active Solutions, they're just trying to help you take back your power from your fucking feudal overlords, your cannabis feudal overlords that just fucking have their thumb on you and try to take away all of your agency. Well, God damn it, we're not going to stand for it anymore. You go to Grow Active Solutions, you get yourself a grow set up, and you start growing your own fucking medicine. That's what we're doing around here, all right? You hear me? You heard me? What song you got here, Bubba?
Modest Yahoo. I figure get everybody fired up.
You're gonna go. Is Skittles watching? Somebody better tag fucking Skittles, bro. Here, let's get a little. I can do this. Or does that help you a little bit? You do whatever you got to do, pal.
You know Modest Yahoo?
Oh, somebody asked for Freebird. Only King Without a Crown. I don't know.
You don't know. Oh, you only know King Without a Crown.
I don't just play whatever you want to do.
Well, I was trying to find one.
What's the chords, bud? What's the chords? I'll fuck them up.
Keep on moving to the first. Where you at? Where are you? Where are you, Craig? Bring that thing over here. Come on, man. Certainly, guys. Thank you. We have fun at the end of the day here. We appreciate you guys more than you know. I mean, I don't really care. DG. Yeah, DG. You know, it's like reach for the sky, keep your eye on the prize.
I believe you. I'm Xylan. I'm Xylan it up today, bud.
Well, I thought you might know this one.
I don't know this one, but that's okay. Would you let them see your talent? It's okay for them to see your talent, bud.
I know, but I like to sing with you.
I like singing with you too. You got a different song you want to sing?
What song do you want to sing?
Guys,
Guys, give us a request.
No.
Coach, I have a little wiener. Well, it'll grow once you send the check, bud.
I got Mumford. You know some Mumford.
A little bit.
Oh my God. You know the words to all fucking songs, and now you're gonna do this. I could do the Pixies. You got it today?
Yeah, I probably. Yeah.
Remember the other day you were like,
I had a bit of a cold the other day.
Cold.
It's kind of tough. I mean, I did. What do you want to do?
You want to do Billy Joel?
What Billy Joel song? I've been on a Billy Joel kick here lately.
Moving Out, or You May Be Right.
Maybe right. Either one. You can't go wrong. You surprised me on that one. Guys, thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for tuning in to us every single day.
Yeah, guys,
because
thank
we're
you.
having a fucking blast around here. Where's my oh.
That's how that song starts.
Yep.
Friday night I crashed your party. Saturday I said I'm sorry. Sunday came and trashed me out again. I was only having fun, wasn't hurting anyone, and we all enjoyed the weekend for a change. Well, I've been standing in the combat zone. I walked through Bedford style alone, even rode my motorcycle in the rain. Then you told me not to drive, but I made it home alive. So you said that only the route that I would say. You may be right, I may be crazy. Oh, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. True anxiety, don't try to save me. You may be wrong, for all I know, you may be right.
You know that part on there, don't you?
Remember how I found you there, alone in your electric chair. I told you dirty jokes until you smiled. You were lonely for a man. I said take me as I am, 'cause you might enjoy some madness for a while. Nothing of all this to try to find someone to satisfy you. Might not be as crazy as you say, but if I'm crazy then it's true. Well, it's all because of you, and you wouldn't want me any other way. You may be right, I may be crazy. Oh, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Turn out the light and don't try to save me. You may be wrong for all I know, but you may be right. Xylophone solo. You may be right, I may be crazy. Oh, but it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Turn out the light, don't try to save me. You may be wrong, for all I know, you may be right. Maybe wrong, but you may be right. You may be right, wrong, but you may may be wrong, but you may be cowabunga.